All right, so we are gonna try out 25-minute speed train today with Joel Freeman. So just trying to find a good workout for kind of the next little boost. I think this may be a good one. We're just gonna do the general sample workout, not picking a specific one. Just see what they market the program with. You know, I think we got a good view of everything. So for this, just dumbbells and resistant loops. I don't have the resistant loops, but hopefully I'll be getting some soon. So we'll see there. Program itself looks pretty good. I was kind of looking for something that is quicker, not quicker, but like shorter, like daily. This is an 8-week program, all levels. I wanted more, what's it called? Cardio and high intensity interval, all that good stuff. So I was thinking about Insanity Max 30, but just want to try this out. I've did about half of Max 30 before, and then I don't even remember why I stopped, but I stopped. That was when I was in better shape and running a lot, all that good stuff. So anyway, I want to see what this is, and we'll go from there. So, well, let's get started. Don't forget, subscribe, like, Ginger Adventure Fitness. Check it out. All right.
Hey there, I'm Joel Freeman, and welcome to the 25-minute speed train sample workout. This is where you're gonna get a little taste of everything that the 8-week program has to offer. And we're gonna be using something that I like to call targeted volume training. That's what this whole program consists of. Things like time under tension, progressive overloads, and tempo training. Now, there's a lot that happens in 25 minutes, and that's not a lot of time, so we gotta get rolling into this. All you're gonna need today for the sample workout are just a few dumbbells. Think about light and medium. So let's get right into the warm-up. Start with arm circles, bringing it up and around. Now, we go for a quick warm-up on this one. We always gotta do a little bit of a warm-up. I like to call it an accelerated warm-up because it's gonna be quick, it's gonna be fast, just like everything else of the program. And then go ahead and reverse it, bringing it up. As we go through, you have modifications for every single move, and I'll walk you through those modifications as you need them. Remember, the nice thing about weightlifting is you can modify based on the weight that you select. One more, and then I want you to do is take your feet right up underneath the hips. Step back into reverse stepping lunge in the same arm that's of the front leg. Bend down, a little bit of a twisting movement. So you come down, twist, right back up. Range of motion when it comes to a reverse lunge, or any lunge, is up to you. You don't have to go very far into a lunge. Depends on your body, but all I need you to do is just get some full body movement to get warmed up. All right, last one. And then go ahead and take your feet now outside the hips so we can come into a deadlift. Bring your hands together, down to a deadlift, and then come up with a flat back and lengthen up towards the sky. Bring it down, back up. This is always a nice stretch. Feels pretty good as we get into this. What we're doing today is called supersets. 2 exercises back to back, repeat twice, working time under tension. And we're gonna get into that in just a few seconds. Last one, and let's go. So first 2 exercises you're gonna do is called the goblet sumo squat into a single leg staggered deadlift. So you're gonna need a heavier weight. I'm gonna use a 30-pound dumbbell, and then I'm also gonna have a 25-pound dumbbell available for my deadlifts. Goblet sumo, here's the setup for this. Feet wide, heels in, dumbbell up underneath, hold it close to the chest, dropping down into the legs, right back up. Range of motion, all up to you. Single leg staggered deadlift, holding on to the dumbbell in one hand, other foot out, hips are square, sliding down the thigh, and right up to the top. We're gonna stop just below the knee. But first, we gotta go into goblet sumo. So grab your weight, get your feet set. I told you it's quick. We're working in 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, right back up. Modification on this is range of motion into your squat. So as you come down, you might not be able to get all the way down like I can. Been doing this for a while, but remember, even if you are lower, even if you're a little higher in the squat, that's fine. But as we go in front loaded, here's what you have to really focus on. Making sure your feet are wide enough, toes are out, chest is lifted, weight is into the heels as you squat down. We're going nice and controlled We're going controlled in the movement because there's no reps on this. This is time under tension. 60 seconds of constant movement. Straight down,
All right.
straight back up, right? And this is gonna be something that might be a little bit different if you've been working on reps for a while. All of a sudden you go into time under tension, your body's like, whoa, can't lift this heavy. That's the whole point. All right, so you got less than 10 seconds to come up on the end of this first 60. Bring it down and come up in 3, 2, 1. Nice. Quick transitions means you only have 15 seconds to get ready for the next exercise. So get your foot set, stagger the other foot back. This is a kickstand. Chest is lifted. We're going to slide down the leg in 3, 2, go. Slide down, right back up. Same thing when it comes to a deadlift is weight. Modification on that is your weight. And then also think of your range of motion. As you bring it down, you can stop right below the knee, or if you can go a little bit lower into shin height. What I like about the single leg is you don't have to lift as heavy to really feel it. And where should you feel it? Hamstring and glute. As you slide down, you feel the stretch in the hamstring, and then you squeeze up into the glute. We focus on a flat back. That means that I'm looking about a few feet in front of me as I come down, and then right back up. You'll see there's no curve or arch in my back. I really want to focus on pushing back, feeling the squeeze, and then right back up. Staying square is really how you're going to get the most out of this. You're almost done with this side, and we're going to switch sides in 3, 2, set it down. Okay, we're going to switch. We want to work one side, then the other side, and then we're going to finish with the goblet sumo. All right? Pick it up, reset, chest up, get all your form first before we actually go into the exercise. Ready, set, go. Down, back up.
Always takes me
15 seconds, as I mentioned, that's
few
not
times.
a lot. In terms of transitions, might feel a little fast, might feel a little rushed.
to
That's
get
only
the
because you're not used to it.
technique and
And when
everything
you
ready.
do this, and you do the program, you're going to jump right into it. You're going to know what to expect, and these transitions are going to become quite easy for you. But the nice thing about it is it gets your heart rate up. That's why I did it. Is we go into quick transitions, less breaks, and that gives you a lovely cardio element as well. Keeping the chest lifted, back flat, squeeze down, right up to the top, right? Really feel the movement, and think about where you should be feeling this versus where you shouldn't be. That's always the way to think about it. People want to think, okay, it hurts here. I want to feel it in all the spots that I should. Hamstring and glutes. Almost done with this. You got last one, and time. Set that down. Let's finish it off into the goblet sumo. And just like I said, nice wide stride, a little bit wider almost than you even feel comfortable. Trust me, as you can sink down into your heels, that's gonna really isolate the muscles that we're looking for. Pick up the weight. Let's get set. Let's get ready, and let's go. Drop it down and back up. Now I mentioned tempo at the beginning of this. What's tempo like? This is a single rep. If we want to change tempo, and I say, hey, give me a 2 down, 2 up. We're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, and stay with that. That right there is how we increase time under tension using the same 60 seconds. And you will instantly feel that difference, right? Of 2 down, 2 up. Try it. You go 1, 2, 1, 2. You feel the difference? Yup. We're gonna really work on that, making sure though, from the side even, look, keeping chest lifted. We're not gonna lose form ever as we go into a tempo. And you got all kinds of tempos in this program. This is honestly the easiest one. You got time for one more? Down, 2, up, done. Nice. Get that out of the way. We're gonna go to the floor. You need a set of dumbbells. I'm gonna grab my 25s. Actually, I'm gonna grab my 20s on this one because I'm gonna mess with tempo on this one. So I have 20-pound dumbbells ready to go. We just went on the way. Now we're gonna work the chest. Double dumbbell press, where you squeeze the dumbbells towards each other. Stay right over the middle of the chest line, pushing up, right back down. So this is our chest isolation. Then we're gonna grab one dumbbell, hands up underneath the belt.
Nope.
We're gonna do what's
No.
called a pullover.
No.
Working
Go.
back, shoulders, and chest. All right. So first things first, grab your
No,
dumbbells,
stop.
safely get set, push them together, right over the
No.
middle of the chest, And let's go.
All right, come on. No, move. Come on.
Straight up.
Move.
Straight down.
All right.
Once you get this with your form, is you press up and down, then we're going to start messing with tempos. So this one, think about a 1 and 3. Press up 1, down, 2, 3. You're going to fight gravity.
Not sure why the dogs are like so into me right now.
The form has to come first. So if you press up, and you
Usually
straight over your head,
play around when I'm doing this. Even if it's just them and I here.
now you come down and you press up. 1, down, 2, 3. You'll feel that difference when you change your tempo. And that is what we do in the whole program, is work through your time under tension and increase it by messing with tempos. And that's just one of the things. You got time for one more? Bring it down. 2, 3. Safely put one dumbbell down. Get it set. Take your hands right underneath the bell. Every dumbbell is different, but make sure you're gripping the bell. Bend your elbows, keep them locked in that bent position where you come overhead. Ready, set, go. Bring it back and bring it up to the top. Think about your range on this one. Shoulders. Everybody's got different shoulder mobility and range of motion, so you can go back as far as comfortable for you in terms of your range. Now, I want you to stop before the dumbbell actually touches the ground, and then you come back up to the top. Now, we can mess with tempos here and try 3 and 1. You go 3, 2, 1, and back up. So if you count that, you go 1, 2, 3, squeeze up. So now you're really fighting gravity. Gravity's trying to pull that dumbbell back overhead. You gotta squeeze down each side of your back, right on the lats. And then as you come up, you'll feel your chest activate right there. I like it. 3, 2, 1. And these tempos are gonna get so second nature for you. Here's your last one. We'll go down, 2, 3, and then back up. Nice. In terms of dumbbells, the easiest way to grab dumbbells, if you ever need it, is to sit up, put the dumbbells onto your thighs, use that body weight to come down, and then squeeze the dumbbells in. We're going around number 2. Ready, set, go. Try to press up and go down, 2, 3. I want you to try a full 60 seconds of this tempo. Go 1 and 3. Up, down, 2, 3. Think about the squeeze. Where should you be squeezing? The more you push the dumbbells together, the more you're creating the tension right into your chest. And that's the whole point of this. But if you're starting to feel it in your shoulders, I guarantee you that you're going to be up too high and you're bringing it down right over your head. So if you're right on the chest line, pressing up and down, 2, 3. Less than 30 seconds left, you should feel the difference, right? You could rep it all day long, but the minute you start to slow it down, that's a lot harder, isn't it? That's the good stuff. I love this style of training. This has become something that just feels so good in terms of your strength, your endurance. So you stay with it. Press up, down, 2, 3. Press it up. This is your last one. Down, 2, 3. You're gonna finish with pullovers. Get set. You start to feel your chest, right? All the muscles are starting to contract. That means they're getting pumped.
Oh, good.
Here we go. We're gonna try 3 and 1. Ready, set, go. 3, over, and 1 up. So if it helps, you go down, 2, 3, right back up. And even on that 1, you'll see it's not supposed to be fast, right? You just bring it down. 2, 3, squeeze up. Think about extending out overhead as far as you can. Never lock out a joint. Never lock out your elbows. Everything stays slightly bent. And again, this is where you focus on where you should be feeling it. You should be feeling it right here in your lats. And then as you come up, you're squeezing down. Down, 2, 3. Right back up. Down, 2, 3. Are you feeling it? You should. Just a sample workout. It's not too shabby, is it? Nice. Working those tempos. Getting used to it, getting used to the time and attention, and working the targets. Doing great. Here's the last one. And time. Bring that down, bring it over, and get over weights. You're done with weights.
I just noticed the
That's right. After you get your body weight,
Joel gets up the way I usually do. Doing the legs up and roll.
tricep push-up into your frog. So I want you to bring your feet wide, come into a tricep push-up, you push back into a frog position. Knees or toes, that's gonna be your option on that one. Then we come down the second, we would call a free fall. Push your heels together, knees out, arms into a goalpost. You're gonna lift, try to lift your chest and your thighs off the ground at the same time. Challenge your fun. So, tricep push-ups, they're not easy. Bodyweight exercises are not easy. Take your time on this one. We're not going reps, we're going 60 seconds. Use the options if you need to. 3, 2, go. Tricep push-up, push back. Take your time, give you a form. Tricep push-up, one of the hardest exercises for people to accomplish. And
No.
so,
Come on,
you're
go.
pushing most of your
Go to
body
bed.
weight into the back part of your arms, right? So, the setup on this, your hands should be right underneath your shoulders. I want you to keep going while I show you this. Set up right here into that high plank. Squeeze the elbows in as much as possible. And if you're on your knees, think of a micro push-up. And then you can push back into a child's pose. So micro push-up, child's pose. If you feel like you can get a little bit more, you start to drop lower into your range. Down, back up. And if you feel like you can, you're gonna be on your toes. You push back, make sure your feet are wide. You got 10 seconds left. 60 seconds feels like an eternity when you're doing these moves. Nice. You got time for one more? And time. Come on down to your tummy. Get set.
Move. Go,
First
Cook.
of all, it's gonna skydive you. It's where the
Go.
idea came from on this. Is to push your heels together, knees
Go.
out, and I want you to squeeze and try to push your heels towards the ceiling. Ready, set, go. Lift up and back
Go.
down.
Yep.
This does
Go.
not have to be a big movement. What you're trying to do is lift up and down.
Stop.
Even
Go.
if it's an inch, a half inch, off the floor. All you gotta do is lift up and back down. If you feel
Stop.
like you can't lift
Go.
top and bottom at the same time, then here's what I
Go.
want you to do.
Outside.
Make sure you lift up the top first, and then come back down, and then squeeze them up, and really try to lift the legs off the ground, right back down. So you alternate as you get used to this. Sometimes it feels uncomfortable, right? You're pushing into the floor. So just move around, adjust as you need to, and then think about just a little bit of lift. Again, if you look at my head, if you look at my neck, I'm not trying to lift my head this
yeah.
thing. I shouldn't be able to do that. I want to just lift that, and then right back down. That natural alignment. Almost done. Last one. And time. Push back. Good step. Little shake. Little roll. And get right back to it. Into the tricep push-up. Get set. So it's 15 seconds, right? So quick. Get ready. Get set. And let's go. Down. Push back. Take your time on this. Think about all of the form, points, and everything that you should be doing correctly. And if you're like, I've never done a tricep push-up on my toes. That's okay. They're hard still, right here. Even if you do a tricep push-up on your knees, I'm still telling you, I feel it right here. And if you still can't do that, again, I want you to go micro push-ups. The whole idea is to not let your elbows flare outward. Close. Little bend in the elbow. And right back into the child. Down, back up. I'm going to progress you this entire program and build that strength and endurance to eventually you will be able to jump on your toes, go into a frog, and let these out for 60 seconds. I promise you I'll help you get there. All right? You got it. You got time for one more. Down, back up, and come down into the free fall. Bring your legs out, knees out, wide. Push the heels together, and again, I want you to try to take the soles of your shoes and push them up towards the ceiling. Arms into goalposts. Ready, set, go. Lift up and down. As you're breathing, and you're taking your time on this one, right? So like, listen, lift up and down. So we use, as I mentioned, we use those short breaks, those 15-second breaks that are less rest is going to give you that cardio element as we work through it. Not just building muscular endurance, we're building full body cardiovascular endurance. We're building everything in your body as we go. Nice, less than 30 seconds. Lift up and back down. This is so good. The full posterior chain. Right? You want that nice tight hook. Strong back. Strong everything. That's what we want. And that's what I'm going to give you. You just got to work through it. We got time for one more. Last one. And time. Good. You get to stay on the floor. Roll over. 2 more exercises. You got 1 block of work left to finish this off. What I want you to do is give me a core move called arm cross crunch. Heels down, toes up, slightly away from your body. Bring your arms into a cross, tuck your chin, and you're coming into a crunch. Little tiny pulses of a crunch, taking all momentum out with your arms out. Second move, you're gonna roll over. You're gonna come into this movement called a bear side walk. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. You go sidewalk, same arm, same leg. Walk over, walk back. That one's fun. Come on down, come into your arm cross crunch, tuck your chin, get set, get ready, and let's crunch. Arms out, and back down. What I want you to think about, this is not a sit-up. A sit-up is what it sounds like. You're coming all the way up. I'm not trying to get my head towards the ceiling. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to crunch where I crunch down my abdominals, right where the abs are crunching in and down. So my head, I'm actually trying to get it up towards my knees. So if you tuck your chin, you think about that, that's going to help take pressure out of your neck. And that's what I hear all the time. People are doing this, and you can see the difference. It's of extending. Relax. Lift up. And back down. You don't have to lift very high for this to work. I can feel this. Like just
No.
off the floor. Back down. We're isolating.
No, come on. Go. Go.
60 seconds. That's the time under
Go.
tension. Is how we get the movement and how we get the results. Nice. Couple more. 3, 2, 1. Roll over. Just roll right over.
No.
Set
No.
into your bear position. Again, high plank position. Is
Go.
underneath the shoulders.
Go.
Knees underneath the hips.
Go to bed.
Flat back. I want you to lift your knees just a couple inches off the ground. Ready, set, and let's walk this side. Little walk to one side, little walk to the other. Now you're in a bear stance for 60 seconds. Also not easy. So here's your option, here's your modification. Hold the bear stance as long as you can. And then as you need to, you could drop the knees down, take that quick little, maybe a second to rest, and then come back up and hold it again. But here's what I want you to really focus on here. Flat back. The back stays flat. So as I'm walking side to side, nothing moves. So imagine you have a tray, a tea, and you're sitting on top of your back. Don't let it spill. Holding it there. And then when you rest, you quad shoulders right now, right? Quad shoulders, everything should be on fire because you've been working through this. So hold it, then drop down as you need to. Otherwise, you're still working down and over. Last one, and time. Roll over. One more. Each exercise, and you're done. Told you it goes by fast, all right? So, put your pocket. What's wrong with that thing? Arms out. Get ready. Get set. And let's crunch. Crunch up. And back down. What'll help is if you bring your legs out just a little bit away from your body. If you have your feet down all the way, then what you're doing is you're really trying to make it a little harder for you to crunch up. And yes, we want things hard, but not necessarily all the time right here. So all you have to do is bring your legs out halfway. And this is going to give you a little bit more of a stable platform where you can lift up a little bit higher. So you can actually get more out of this by having your feet further. Keep your chin tucked again. Your muscles should be straining right now.
Stop.
You should be lifting
No.
up.
Go.
Back down. You don't
Come
have to
on,
go
go.
very high for this
Go.
to work. You just lift up, back down. You can feel it. You can put your hands right now. Put one hand on your tummy. How's that feel? You can feel it in there. Everyone has abs. We're just going to work through it, and we're going to make them work the whole time.
Go.
Nice.
Cook.
Two
Go.
more.
Go to bed.
Last one, and time. Roll it over. You got your front walks to finish. 60 seconds of work, and then you're done. See, I told you, it's going to go by quick. So get set. Let's get ready. Give me 60 seconds of good bear sidewalks. Ready, set, go. Side, side. Take your time. Always think about balance. If you go too fast into a movement, you're going to start to go off center. If your feet come together, you're not going to have as much balance, right? So that's why we always focus adjust as you need to throughout the 60 seconds. So if you step to your feet together, I want you to reset, then go over. Reset, then come to the side. If your butt is up in the air, like this, and you're starting to push your knees together, that means you're fatigued, which is good. So just get the knees apart, hold the bear stance for as long as you can. You can give me one little sidewalk if you're able to, then drop down. Either way, let's finish this. You're almost done. Side to side. 10 seconds left. Let's finish this all together. You got this. Over. Nice. You got 3, 2, 1. And all the way down. Just take your knees out, toes down. Push your butt towards your heels and then reach out. And we'll take some time to stretch out. Let the heart rate come down a little bit. You should be resting as you go through that. Big deep breath in. Come up, take one arm, bring it through the other side. You can drop your chest down, shoulder stretch. Lots of fun things when it comes to plank movements as we go through all the different options. I know again, when it comes to planks, high-low planks, lots of options for people in terms of where it works, where your range of motion is. And in the program, in 25-minute speed train, I give you all those options. I promise. I'm going to take you through everything because I want you to succeed in all of these movements in those 25 minutes. Go ahead and push back. You're going to come up into a standing position slowly. Take your elbows, put them right to the bottom of the thighs, right above the knees. Keeping the knees bent, I want you to arch your back up into a cat stretch. Lifting up. And then flatten it out, push your butt. And then do it again. Arch up. Nice. And last one, roll it up all the way. And go ahead and take your hands behind your back, pull your shoulders down, lift the chest, and get one last chest stretch. How you feeling? Feeling good? It's not bad for 25 minutes, huh? I like it. So listen,
Not bad.
if you've been feeling a bit lost, if you feel like your training has been dysfunctional and you're not getting everything out, you've been ramming in your workouts.
All
right
right.
now, 25-minute speed train.
All right. Hello. So, trying to find a new Beachbody workout here. Looking at different programs. I am going to try out Job 1 sample. I don't know what this is, but we're going to try it. So, somebody named Jennifer. I don't have resistant loops and dumbbells, but let's give it a shot. If you haven't already, please subscribe, follow along. Let me know what you think. Give me any ideas of any different workouts you have. Doesn't need to be Beachbody, just anything that is good and impactful. What about this morning meltdown with Jericho? I know Jericho from Core to Force. Let's see, 80-day obsession. I'm just looking at the recommended ones here. Lift your butt, sculpt your core. It's not bad. I don't know what real job is. 4 weeks body. Let's see. Dumbbells and core ball. I got those. No impact. 30 minutes. I don't know if I want to do that either. Man, too much to figure out. Let's see, we got our, all right, I'm just gonna do a speed train real quick. We'll do day 1. All right, let's knock it out. Running out of time.
Hey, I'm Joel Freeman, and welcome to 25-minute speed train. I am so excited that you're here with me, and this is gonna be a really fun journey over the next 8 weeks, and I can't wait to see how you progress in this whole program. Now, the workouts are only 25 minutes, they're quick, so we're gonna go through a thing called targeted volume training, using progressive overloads, tempos, all kinds of fun things to make sure that you are getting the most out of your 25-minute workouts. I don't wanna waste your time.
So I've got some resistant bands.
Today is a lower body workout. All you're gonna need for this,
I'm gonna do.
some dumbbells, and you're gonna need your resistance.
I don't have resistant sleeves, so see if I can make it work with some bands.
Today on the lower body, we're going to be going through a format called Super Burnout. And you're gonna get used to these format names. I'm gonna throw the names out at you, and pretty soon you'll understand what I'm saying. But today, basically 2 exercises back to back, 3 blocks of work, and then we go.
One thing I like about Joel
because it's super at the end
is
where you got nothing left. Give me one more on this
so
side,
far
and then go into
what I've
good
seen.
morning. Your feet out just outside the hips. Bring your hands to your temples, and I want you to
he does a lot of, it's like a unique workout every day instead of just rotating the same workouts.
We call them good mornings. I don't know why.
I don't know
It's good to say.
why I
It's a good
feel like
morning.
that's better,
Bring
but
it down, waking everything up. How about
I don't know. I like it.
we do it? Bringing it down, and this is going to be the move that you replicate when we go into deadlifts today, so that you can focus on getting your form right, keeping the chest lifted, feeling the stretch in the hamstring, in the glutes. Give me one more, and then we're gonna finish off the warm up with a quad stretch. Heel towards your butt, bring your knee down, hips to the front, lift the chest, and just settle into the quad stretch for a minute. Speaking of a minute, we're not here for a minute, but speaking of a minute, today's workout is not based on reps. The whole program, we don't even count reps. We count time. That's where time under tension comes in to build volume into your muscles the whole workout. This is how you're gonna get a great workout in 25 minutes. So, you ready? All right, let's go. First block of work, 2 exercises. You're gonna go into a front-loaded squat. You need 1 heavier dumbbell. I'm gonna go with the 30 pound over here. So the 30 pound dumbbell is gonna help you go into a front-loaded squat. You're gonna hold the dumbbell right up underneath the bell. Have your feet set underneath, just outside the hips. Allows you to go into a front-loaded squat. Your second exercise is going to be a loop squat pulse. So this is what I want you to do. Go ahead and take the loop, step into it safely. Always check your loop, make sure there's no cuts or tears or anything because we don't want them snapping. We bring it right above the knees on the lower part of the thighs. Then you're going to leave this on here as you go through your front-loaded squat. So that way you can go into the squat pulse where you just stay loaded the entire time. Are you ready to work? I told you it's not very, we don't have any time to mess around. So pick up your dumbbell, get your feet set, we're working for 60 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Bringing it down, right back up. Let's talk about some things here. Weight selection
He's
is
got the,
key.
I didn't know I was supposed to have the band on right now.
Okay? If you go too heavy in movement like this, you're going to start to drop your chest forward. I want you to think about, let me show you from the side, I want you to think about dropping down, weight into the heels, and set down and right back up. The loop is going to help you think about making sure your knees don't cave in. So you always have a little bit of tension, but you want to think about your core. Your abs are in. You think about drawing your belly button in towards your spine. That locks everything in. So
There we
sit
go.
down,
All right.
right back up. You think about constant movement. So as you come down, pushing through your heels, right back up to the top. You got less than 5 left in 3, 2, 1. Good job. Bend your knees, set the weight down, get set. You always have a second to shake it out. And then, by the way, the break is only 15 seconds long. We'll go right into the second exercise. I told you it's quick. Now we're going into the pulses in 3, 2, 1. Down, pulse, stay here. This is where, in targeted volume training, we're targeting obviously certain muscles, and we're loading the volume into those muscles in a very short amount of time. So you're here for 60 seconds. This is not easy. If at any point you need to, you can come out of the pulse, release everything in the legs, and then come right back down. Now, I want you to get into this point where you can hold the pulse the entire time. And if you can't, you come right back out. But the short break, the 60 seconds of movement, the 15 seconds of that break, is going to keep your heart rate up. If it's not up yet, it's going to get up as we go through this. And you can already feel it in your legs. You should already feel your legs starting to burn, right? You stand up
Definitely.
if you have to. Otherwise, stay down for the last 10 seconds. There's that burn coming in. Nice. You got it in 3, 2, 1. Woo. Shake it out. You only have 15 seconds and go right back into it. We're going to repeat that entire thing. Yup. So get set. Make sure your feet are set first. Bring the dumbbell to your chest. Lock in your core. Ready, set, go. Down, back up. In weightlifting movements, you will find, you hear me talk about range of motion a lot. Range of motion means, depending on your flexibility, your fitness level, how far you can go into a movement. So if you can't squat down low enough, like I am, that's fine. If you even go just a little bit higher, that's okay too. Form first, range will come. Back down and right back up. And even right here, I'm starting to get a little breathless because there's no time to really take the break. That's how we're gonna keep the heart rate elevated as we go through it. You're already halfway done with this, but really think about pushing the weight through your heels as you lift up. Don't drop your chest forward. Keep your eye line to the front as much as possible on this movement. Less than 10 seconds. Down, back up. How's it feel in your legs? Nice. In 3, 2, 1. Set that off to the side. Squat pulse. And then you're done with block 1. See, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's just quick. Here we go. Get your feet set again. Dropping down into the pulse. Ready, set, pulse it. Down low. What's going to happen as you fatigue is your chest is going to start to drop. And you're going to start to look like this. And then at some point, you're going to have your butt above your chest. I don't want that. What I need you to do is I need you to drop down. And again, even if it's that higher range, that's totally okay. But try not to push your knees forward. Try to sink back into your heels. Really load the legs. This is quads and glutes. That is firing right now. Stay pulsing. You got 30 seconds left. Remember, sit out of it. Stand up out of it if you need to. And come right back down. Just hold for a split second.
Oh.
Not bad, right? Uh-huh. 4 minutes of work. Get your heart rate up like that. And get your muscles fired. That's what targeted volume training is all about. In this program, you're going to hear that all the time. Come on, we got less than 10. Drop it down. Woo. In 3, 2, 1. Stand up, bring your feet together, bring it out. Safely bring your feet out of the loop. And then keep the loop close by. What you can always do is have the loops nearby. Different options, right? You know, the easiest to lose the hardest. You good? Okay, cool. All right, so you have a minute in between your blocks. This one, we're gonna go into a deadlift. So I want you to grab some lighter weight, especially if you haven't done these before or it's been a long time. Deadlift. Feet are right up underneath the hips. Chest is lifted. Knees are slightly bent. You're gonna push your butt back, keep your back flat, drop butt right below the knees, and then come right back up. That's how you're gonna squeeze your hamstring and your glutes. Then you're gonna step into a loop, create tension, pick up the loop in the middle, go into some deadlifts to really load the muscles up. All right, that's your second exercise. Let's go, pick up the dumbbells, right into work. In 3, 2, 1. Bring it down and right back up. I hear all the time when it comes to a deadlift, hurts my back. What do I do? What am I doing wrong? Let me show you. On a deadlift, a lot of times people, they're arching their back, they're pushing out, and they're not supporting their core. What I want you to focus on, again, is drawing your belly button in, sucking in your belly button towards your spine. And then, as you push back, bend your knees slightly to push back and only come down as far as you feel the stretch in the hamstrings, and then you squeeze your butt to come up to the top. And then that's getting hamstrings and glutes. You don't have to go heavy on this because, as I mentioned, it's volume. Put a lot of volume into the muscles. In 1 minute, 45 seconds, you'll see all these different options in this program, but focus on form. You got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Set those out of the way. Grab a loop. I'm gonna grab the blue one because I like the resistance. Step into it, yellow, green, blue, you choose. Get your feet set. Grab the loop. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Use the loop for resistance. And this is what I like about having this, is it allows you now to focus more on your range of motion, which means your chest is lifted. I'm gonna focus on pushing back a little bit further into the deadlift. So you can see my hands are lower down past shin height, and then I'm gonna really lift and squeeze up to the top. So if you do that and you use the loop to help your range of motion, you're gonna find when you grab the weight, you can get a little bit more out of it. So really think about trying to keep constant tension in your glutes, in the hamstrings as you use the loop. Say that 3 times fast. Use the loop. down and back up. Nice. Breathing through it. You got less than 10. Feel the resistance pull you down, and then you fight it. Nice. In 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, step out of it, back to your deadlift. As you're working through this, you can always ask yourself, how's this weight feeling? Is it heavy enough? Is it too heavy? And you can always change the weight as you need to. All right, here we go. Dive down, ready, set, go. Bring it down, bring it back up. In terms of weight selection, I've got 20-pound dumbbells right now. They not seem like a lot, but we're not going for reps here. We're going for total volume, right? Total volume, which means constant movement. In today's case, for a minute, for 60 full seconds. Repeating that over and over and over again, adding more into the resistance loops. So no matter what weight you have, you will find sometimes you gotta drop weight, and that's totally okay. The drop weight means a drop set, which means you start with heavier weight, then you go over and you pick up your lighter weight, and then you finish that minute. Though always finish the full time. All right, don't take a break until I say. That's the deal. Deal? Deal. Down, back up. Less than 10. Bringing it down, back up. You got it. I feel it. I don't know about you guys. I don't know about you, but I feel it. In 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Back to your resistance loop. Get set into it. Step in. Feet set. Make sure your feet are planted. Loop is secure. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Drop down. Right back up. Feel a squeeze at the top. And as you can break down the deadlift by thinking about as you come down, you get the stretch in your hamstrings, right? So there's the stretch right there. Feel the back of the legs. There's the stretch in the hamstrings. Then I activate the hamstrings and the glutes by lifting up and squeezing at the top. And the more you squeeze, the more as you get fatigued, you'll start feeling a little shake, a little muscle weight in the muscles that you're working. That's also a good way to know if you're doing it correctly. Bring it down and right back up. Feel a little squeeze at the top. Nice. I'm telling you, we're gonna pick off the muscles one by one today, and every single day of this program. Bring it down, back up. You got less than 10. Finish this block off. You get the break after this. And you got 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right. Bring it over, and let's go into one dumbbell. We're gonna go into, put this out of the way. We're going to go into a front-loaded static lunge. It's a little bit different than what you might be used to in terms of a lunge. Holding the dumbbell up at the chest, step into a lunge, and a lot of times when we do lunges, we're talking about the weight is centered in between. What I want you to do today is bring your back leg in just a little bit. That allows you to load up the weight into the front leg, but you're still coming down, and you see my knee is still in line with the toe, pushing up to the top. Chest will tilt forward just a little bit, but I'm not actually leaning. We're gonna load up one leg, and then don't worry, we're gonna switch. Second exercise, you're gonna grab a loop, the same leg that was forward, then you grab the loop with the opposite hand. We're gonna fire your stabilizers by going into a floating leg deadlift. So, trust me, after the weight, that is gonna feel interesting. Go ahead and grab your dumbbell. Let's get set. Bring it up to the chest. We are working in 3, 2, 1. Drop down and right back up. Holding on to the dumbbell up against the chest. This is how you secure it. But what I want you to do is focus on the weight coming forward. Again, the shift here is the back leg is forward just enough that allows you to go into the front leg. And if this feels a little strange, always take the time to adjust your feet, okay? So you still have the stride. Feet are hip width distance apart, but they're just stepping out longer, and that allows you to have balance. If you have a surfboard stance, which means your front foot and your back foot are in line, good luck, it ain't gonna work. So you think about pushing back, dropping down, back up. You're bending your back knee to sink down. If lunges kind of hurt sometimes because you're going too low, you don't have to go that low. You can think about partial range. But the weight is in the front heel, load it up. Less than 10 already, right? We're cruising through this. Nice. In 3, 2, 1. Here comes the fun. Grab a loop. I'll grab a medium one Secure it underneath your foot. Grab your loop in the other hand. Get set, hand on your hip. And we're dropping into a floating. Ready, set, go. Float, and then right back up. Yup. Check out the leg. You can see all the stabilizers are firing, right? So, if this is too much, if you're wobbling too much, then tap your toe behind you and just do a staggered leg deadlift. Okay, but we're gonna build up to this. This is day one, I understand. But eventually, this is what I wanna see you do. Is float, down, right back up. You're taking your time, loading the leg up, watching the sweat drip off your nose, just like me. That's what I'm feeling right now. Whew. Down and back up. Doesn't take long to get your heart rate up, right? And then when you fire muscles the way we are, that's how we get an effective workout in this short amount of time. Less than 10. Bringing it down, back up. Nice. Time for one more. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Let's make the other leg feel that way. Pick up your dumbbell. Reset. Make sure you switch feet, please. Get the other leg switched, otherwise you're gonna really feel that tomorrow. Get set, get ready, chest up, and let's go. Drop down, right back up. Remember in the lunge, you don't have to go very far into the lunge. You don't have to go deep down. And a lot of times you've seen people probably try to come all the way down where they're touching their knee to the floor. If we're starting at the top, you don't have to do that. Because the idea is to load the front leg in this static lunge, right? That's what I call a front-loaded static lunge. It means the dumbbell's in the front, and we're loading the front leg. To think about weight into your front heel, then lifting straight up. Nice. Down, back up, still supporting the core as always, right? We never want to push our stomach out. We want to support our core that supports the lower back. All those important pieces that allows you to keep working. Down, back up, good. Woo. 10 seconds left, stay with it. Right? We're going slow and control. That's the whole name of the game. 3, 2, 1. Oh, gotta finish that last one. And then let's flip the other side. Secure the loop underneath your foot. Other hand grabs it. Plant that foot in the ground. It's not moving. Here we go. Ready? Set. Let's go. Lie down. And then right back up. Remember to stagger. If you need to, stagger deadlift. That's your option. That's your modification. You will find when we go into floating movements, single leg movements, or even a single arm movement, you're always going to have one side stronger than the other. One leg is better than the other. So for me, this is my leg that's not as stable. And you can feel that no matter how long you've been training. Sometimes you just have imbalances based on who knows what. But we always train each side the exact same. You have to loosen up the weights a little bit, lighten them up, go to a lesser loop, and you go same uniform training, and it's gonna balance out, I promise you. And you should be burning right now. Less than 10 seconds. Bring it down, back up. You got it in 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Done with the weight. Keep a loop. I'm gonna go green today. You have options on the loops, but your options are limited in terms of your exercises. You're gonna do 4. You're gonna step into the loop safely, bring it around, just above the knees, right at the bottom of the thighs. That's where it's gonna live. 4 exercises, back to back, 45 seconds each. First exercise, single leg, front pulse. You're gonna keep your knees slightly bent, push up, we're gonna lock in the quad, and then we're gonna go into some calf raises to finish off. So right, left, calf raises, duck and pigeon. We'll walk through it, okay? Good to go? Feel pretty good? The whole idea of the burnout is to do exactly that. Burn the muscles out to where at the end of this, when you get rid of the loop, you're so happy it's gone and you're so happy the workout's over, okay? So that's what I want you to do, and you're gonna start lifting heavier as we go. First exercise, leg lift pulse. Ready, set, go. Pulse it. I know it's day 1, week 1, you're getting a feel for everything, but you'll see that I didn't lift super heavy, probably as heavy as you thought I might be lifting. That's a 20-pound dumbbell. But right now I can feel stabilizers, They're fatigued, muscles are fatigued, and that's that targeted volume training, right? Putting the volume into the muscles, little pulse. Don't lock out your knee, hand on your hip. If you need to, you can tap your heel for balance, but pulse that sucker right there. Lift up and back down, nice. Woo. Quad should be burning right now. Get ready to switch, other side in 3, 2, go. Other side, just shift your body weight over, right up to the top. And then how are your stabilizers working on the other foot, right? You can even see right now, it's, I don't want to say twitching, but they're working. That's exactly what they're doing right now. And that's exactly what you want. By this point in every single workout, doesn't matter if it's lower, upper, full body, whatever you're doing, in 25-minute speed training, I want you to get to this point where you almost have to take the modification. You have to take a second to reset, and that's how you know you've gotten everything you could out of the workout. All right, good job. We got 2 exercises left to finish the legs off. Bring it in. We're going into calf raises. Bring your toes in, heels out, pushing straight into a calf raise. And here's what I want you to do, because you don't have any holding on to dumbbells. I want you to bend your knees, lift up, and try to keep your heels off the floor as you lift up. Lift up, right back down. Little pulses at the top and bottom. Constant movement. Loading up the calves. Nice. Lift up. Back down. This should be challenging because everything else has been working, right? You didn't think you were working your calves that entire time. You were. Yeah. Keep going. Nice. Finish this off. You got 1 exercise left. We're going to duck calf raises, heels in, toes out. Ready, set, and go right into it to finish. Again though, bend your knees. Try to lift the chest up. Ballerina style, I've heard. I think they even put their hands above their head. I can't do that, but we want you to really think about pushing up and back down. If it makes you feel better, you can do this. If you want. Totally up to you. Bring it down, right back up, and back down. Try not to let your heels touch the floor. You're almost done. It's the last move of the burnout. Last move of week 1, day 1. You're almost there. Come on, lift up and down. Get the squeeze at the top. 10 seconds left. Lift. Back down. You can always look at the floor if that helps with balance. You got it in 3, 2, 1. Step in, feet together, and just bring the loop and bring it out. Get out of there safely and just kick it off if you can. Woo. Nice. You good? A little sweaty? I know I am. All right, step back. Bring your heel down for a calf stretch. So you think about the lunge. Now we're stepping out nice and long. Push your heel down, and once your heel is down, shift your body weight forward. You can drop your chest just a little bit, and that's to stretch out the back calf. Whew. It's fast, right? I told you. Quick transitions. That's why we call it speed train. We don't have time to mess around at all, right? So go ahead and push back. Hamstring stretch. Whew. Nice. Feel that stretch all the way out. Big deep breath in. Now we can start slowing down the heart rate. Bring it back. Make sure you get yourself set first. Back heel is down. And then you shift your body weight forward. You can drop your chest just a little bit as well. That should feel lovely. Down all the way as much as you can. How do your legs feel? A little shaky? I hope so. And even if they're not, even if you finish your first workout and you're like, man, I could have got more out of that. Good. Now you know you have a baseline. You know where you started. So quad stretch, finish off where we started. And that's the whole idea. Doesn't mean you get the very first workout the very best. That's gonna be a progression. This whole program is a progression. I'm gonna progress with you. We're gonna progress in weights. We're gonna progress in exercises. We're gonna progress everything, including your strength and your endurance, all right? So if you finish your workout now and you're a little wobbly, great. The next time, it's gonna be a little bit more and a little bit more. And we're gonna keep going. So, just like that, day 1 is over. Sometimes that's the hardest day is to finish. It's just push and play and getting started, and you did that. So I expect to see you back tomorrow. We're gonna go a little upper body. You're back. Week 1 at day 2. You survived day 1 and you push play on day 2, which means you enjoyed it.
Gonna be
right?
doing
Something keeps
25-minute
So
speed training,
here's lower
day
body.
2.
Now we're gonna go into upper body today, and the format's gonna be a little bit different. Yesterday was called the super burnout, as I mentioned. Today is burnout. We're gonna take the burnout, we're gonna put it right into every single block of work. So you're gonna need dumbbells, you're gonna need a loop, maybe a couple loops, and we're gonna get right into the warm-up. So go ahead and set your feet right underneath you. And start by bringing your arms up into an I movement. Then I want you to take your arms open into a T, and then bring them down into an A. We'll call it I, T, A. Open the chest up as you lift up. That's nice in the shoulders, lats, then as your chest opens, and then bring it down into your biceps. Now, as I mentioned with the burnout today, 4 moves. Not a lot of moves. Seemingly pretty simple, right? But when you do each move, for as long as we do them in this program, you're gonna really feel it. Take your arms up to the top, stop there, and bring it down into a lat pull. As your hands come up overhead, I want you to stretch out. Try to make yourself as tall as possible, and then pull your elbows in. Just squeeze your lats right down each side of your back. I also call it the wings. So you want to lengthen out and back down. This time, keep your arms up to the top, bring them all the way down 90 degrees, and start to give me some shoulder rotations. This is gonna be really good. You'll find sometimes when it comes to shoulders, a lot of people have limited mobility, right? It's okay if you do too. Sometimes I feel the same way, so we wanna do this move to get the shoulders nice and warm and rotate as far as comfortable. All right, one more, and then go ahead and take your arms down. Take one hand, do a low 5 by pulling your fingertips up underneath, and give me a forearm bicep stretch. Oh, this one, I could just stand here all day and do. It's one of my favorite stretches. Switch sides. You can roll your ankle. This is not your ankle, that's your wrist. Roll your wrist, bring it around. You feel good? Well, here's the good news. We're not working legs today. It's upper body. So here we go. First exercise that's coming in is called a rotating row. So I want you to grab some dumbbells. Medium weight dumbbells are pretty good. Again, as you're getting the feel of this, sometimes you'll feel that you can probably go a little heavier or a little bit lighter, but you've got plenty of time to do that. And then what I want you to do is grab a loop, even grab 2, just so you have an option, right? Remember, yellow is the lightest, green is medium, blue, I'm staying away from today. So the first move though is a rotating row. You're gonna set your feet right underneath the hips. You're gonna tilt forward 45 degrees. Your chest is gonna stay lifted, so you're looking a few feet in front of you. Holding on to the dumbbells, I want you to lift up and rotate your knuckles outward as you bring your elbows in, and then right back down. So as you lift up, you're gonna think about squeezing your shoulder blades back together, and then that way you really get a back movement. Weight selection on this is where you should feel heavy enough to where you have to keep it close to your body and not lifting up. All right, we're going for 60 seconds, so let's pick up the dumbbells, and we are working, kicking off in 3, 2, 1. Lift up, and right back down. 60 full seconds. It's a while to stay in this move, right? If we're not going in any sort of reps, we're going for time under tension. So I don't care how many reps you get. I want you to maintain perfect form the entire time. You think about supporting your core. What that means is you have your belly button drawn in, it allows you to lift the chest up, and then as you tilt forward, you don't feel any pressure in your lower back. You're already halfway done. But you'll see the rotation. The knuckles come outward away from my body, and then as I'm lifting, they come up to either side of the body. And you think about really squeezing those shoulder blades together and back down. Nice. That whole 60 seconds is gonna be how we build up through all of this movement into the muscles, right? Getting the volume into it. You got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Only the 15-second break, so you just do a quick little lift chest, rotate, and just like that, you gotta get ready to go right back into it. It's quick. That's the best part. Set your feet. We're going again, round 2. In 3, 2, 1. Lift up and back down. Always get your feet set and feel stable in your movement before you start to go through any sort of exercise, especially when it comes to dumbbells. If at any point you start to feel this in your lower back or your back starts to arch, here's what I want you to do. Set one foot back, kickstand style, and you can see the distance in the feet, right? This allows you then to take a little bit of pressure out of the lower back, get set, and lift up again. But if you're lifting those dumbbells up to the point where you can have it right next to your chest and your elbow is out. I'm gonna tell you something right now. You need to get heavier weight, okay? Just a little bit heavier, just to allow you and make your body use the bigger muscles. That's why we lift a little bit heavier to make the muscles in the back work. Less than 10 seconds. Looking great. In 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Shake it out. You gotta do that one more time. 3 times through. 3 full minutes of each exercise. That's how we build the volume into the muscle. That's the whole thing of targeted volume training. Round 3. In 3, 2, 1. Set up and lift. You feel your heart rate coming up a little bit? That's that short break. Those 15-second breaks. That's all you're gonna get, by the way, in this entire program, is 15-second breaks in between each set. So, yay for that. But as you go into this, don't rush through the reps. Just stay loaded into the movement, but really think about where you should be feeling it, right? Into the back muscles. But as you get into that third set, which is where you are right now, that's the point where you're starting to feel the full fatigue. Yeah? Where maybe the muscles are starting to shake a little bit. And you're like, man, how much more do we have? Not a lot, but we're gonna start to exhaust the muscle. Get that fatigue in, so that's how it becomes stronger. Up and down. You got 10 seconds left. Stay with the movement. Nice. Got that in 3, 2, 1. Set the dumbbells off to the side, grab your loop. Whatever loop you're starting with, this is the first week, so you grab the yellow, and we go into the bow pull. Here's the movement. Arms are out. I want you to pull back, just like you're pulling an arrow back with the bow. All right, here we go. 45 seconds for the burnout. Ready, set, go. Pull back, take your time, reset, go the other way. Really want you to think about chest staying lifted on this one, and you're gonna see that the chest will open to the side just a little bit. I want you to turn, but I do want you to turn enough all the way in terms of opening. Just open the chest enough to where you feel in your upper back as you pull and right back down. And really feel a squeeze, so you stop. So you stop for that split second, right on the pull, and then right in. Nice. 10 seconds left. 45 seconds is quick, right? Nice. One more each way. In 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. That's good. Just like that. First block is over. Going into the second block. So we're going to go into chest press. You've heard of chest press? You've probably even done a chest press before, right? Well, let me see. I'm going to go this way right here. I'm going to go with my 25. So whatever weight you choose to start with, remember you're never stuck at that weight. You can always change it if you need to. Still have your glutes close. So you can come on down to the floor. Bring the dumbbells up. Lay on down. And then chest press on the floor. We're going to press up and bring them right overhead into the middle of the chest. Right back down. We're going to stop right before the elbows touch the floor. Now, here's something to think about. Line into the chest. So many people, I don't want you to go into your shoulders and press up high. I want you to take it out of your chest. Go ahead and pick up the dumbbell safely. Get ready. And we're going to work it for a minute. In 3, 2, 1. Press up. Squeeze. Back down. And stop right before
Stone, no.
you come down to the floor. Again, quick transition. That full minute. That was your break, by the way. It doesn't last very long. But we think about the chest press that I've seen, as I mentioned. So many people say all the time when they do a chest press, they feel it in their shoulders. What am I doing wrong? Well, I'm going to tell you what you're doing wrong. You're too high. You're staying so high. You can see that line from my shoulder to my elbow. Now I'm pressing up, and I can see the dumbbells right over my eye line. If you can do that, I need you to bring it down into the middle of the chest. So now when you come down, your elbows are a little bit lower. So you see the angle down the elbows, and then pressing right overhead of the chest. That's what I want. And you should be able to feel your chest open up. Less than 10 seconds. Opens, and then it closes. Nice. You got that in 3, 2, 1. Set that down. Keep it close to you. You can also sit up and take your hands back and lift the chest up.
Nope. Stop. No.
Ask yourself, was that enough weight? You got 8 weeks of this. So get set on this one. Let's go round 2 and go. Press up. 8 weeks of work. So don't ever feel like when you're starting out that you have to go super heavy. This is not a super heavy program. And you already pretty much figured out, right? We're going for that time under tension, really building volume into the muscles by lifting lighter weights for longer. But I still want you to challenge yourself to the point that is now you're in the second set. The second set is when you realize, oh man, I'm doing something. I'm working out, I'm lifting. And then you start to feel that, and at any point you need to let go of weight, and you let go of weight. And just think about, again, all of these little tips I'm going to be teaching you over these weeks to get the most out of every single movement. And that's the whole point. Maximize your workout, maximize your time. Go up on 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, set it down. Shake it out. Nicely done. A little stretch. And then let's go round number 3. All right? Here we go. Pick it up. In 3, 2, 1. Press up. And right back in. Lift it up. And down. Third set is really when you start to feel it. So that if you slow down, and you're like, I'm starting to lose my form. What should you be doing? If you lose your form, you lighten the weight. Okay? Check your ego at the door. Lighten the weight to finish off. Press up and right back down. Lift up and down. Think about it. As you fatigue, what's going to happen? You're going to start to bring your elbows up. You're going to start to bring your shoulders up because now you want to start to help. And that's going to put all that pressure back into your shoulders. So maintain your form. Even if you have to slow down your reps a little bit, that's totally okay as well. So lift up and back down. Nice. Only 10 seconds left. Your chest should be about done. Keep going. You got it. In 3, 2, 1. Set that down. We're going to do what's called a chest over. What I want you to do is take the loop around your wrist. And I want you then to open up. You're going to open up overhead and then right back down. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Open up. The shoulders will let you. And I want you to squeeze the chest as you come down. It's a pullover movement. But what we're doing is we're creating tension as we extend our arms away from each other with the loop. And you should really feel the chest squeeze right there, right into the middle, right? As they're squeezing towards each other. And that's really creating that tension and the chest to finish it off. So you don't have to go back overhead very far. You don't have a dumbbell, so it's not a full pullover. It's a chest over. Squeeze in. And down. Less than 10 seconds. That's when you start to really feel the shaking and the quaking in the chest. Nice. In 3, 2, 1. Get rid of it. You're just going to really, I'm telling you right now, over the course of these 8 weeks, you're really going to learn how to throw the loop, use the loop like a rubber band, because you're going to really be fun with it as you finish that. That's going to be your favorite thing is to get rid of the loop. All right, round 3, let's go into shoulders. Lateral raises. You're going to be here for a while, so this is where you want to start lighter and really get the feel of the movement, okay, and say, how does this feel in terms of your lateral raises? Lateral raises are very simple in concept, but a lot of times in execution, I see people do them wrong. I want your hands right to your sides. Elbows locked in a bent position. You're going to lift up. Stay in a nice straight line, shoulder to elbow to wrist. Back down. That's where you're going to live for 3 minutes today. So grab your weights. I guarantee you're going to go lighter by the end of this one. Get your feet set right up underneath your hips, and we're working in 3, 2, go. Lift up, back down. When you have your arms further away from your body, that's called a longer lever, right? So if you think of your body as levers, your appendages, your arms, your legs as levers, this is what a longer lever looks like. Further away from your body. You want to think about the line, shoulder to elbow, and that longer lever means lighter weight, right? So when you're closer to the body, you're going to lift heavier. When you're longer away from the body, you're going to lift lighter. But if you start to lift the dumbbells higher than your shoulders, then I need you to go heavier. If you can't get that dumbbells up in line with your elbows, then you go lighter. So this is that time to figure out what weight you should be using And already, you should be feeling this. I know I am. Doesn't take a lot of weight. I've got 12.5-pound dumbbells right now, and I feel it. You've got 3, 2, 1. Set it down. And remember, drop step means that you go start with one weight, and then you go into the lighter weight. And I'll probably be drop stepping. Right. Drop stepping. How about that? 3, 2, 1. As we lift up, back down. Not drop step. Sounds like a dance, doesn't it? Drop stepping. I don't think it's gonna fly, but a drop step will. So you lift up and you come right back down. And this is when, again, those longer levers, you go to the shoulders and you go, oh my goodness, this is really heavy. So what do you do at any point? This is all you gotta do. Quick drop, come over, pick up the lighter weight, and go right back to work. Because you wanna think about this. Time under tension. 60 seconds is a very long time to be lifting weight in the same exercise, right? Especially something that you're lifting so far away. So your body's gonna fatigue. If you're not used to this type of exercise, your body's gonna fatigue. That's good. That's called endurance. We want to increase that endurance in this program. And that's one of the things you're gonna do. So if you're getting to this point, you're like, I gotta go down to 5s. Do it, I don't care. 3, 2, 1, set it down. What I care about is that you keep challenging yourself to finish all 3 minutes. And then you go into the burnout. Third set, pick it up. Let's get ready, let's get set, and let's go. Right to the top. You always have an option when we're standing up into this type of movement or a row, is you can go into that kickstand. The kickstand stance helps you so you're not trying to lean back, there's no momentum, there's no swinging of any sort of movement. So you'll see that I'm set. The dumbbells, as they come down to my sides, that kills all momentum whatsoever. So now all I can do is I stop, I lift up, and I come right back down. Relax your shoulders. No shrugging. I want you to just stay lifting. Lift up, back down. And how are your calves feeling right now? Yeah, it sinks up on you. Every single workout of this program, I tell you right now, is gonna sneak up on you. Where you're like, that's not so bad. And then you go, that's bad. Lift up. Less than 10. Those last few reps should be the hardest. In 3, 2, 1. Nice. Put the dumbbells away. Probably you need to go a little guy. 45 seconds. Bring your wrist right back in. You're getting a lateral raise pulse where you stay mid-range the entire time. Ready, set, go. Lift up and pulse. This is a finisher. This is how you end your shoulders for the day. And what I mean by that is you still keep your elbows pinned into the side of the body, right? So you have that 90-degree angle. But what I want you to try to do is create as much tension on the loop as possible to lift up and stay pulsing. Just a little bit of movement. You don't have to go very high right now. And honestly, you shouldn't be able to go very high right now. You shouldn't be able to lift it all the way up. Just a little bit of pulse. Woo. Like I feel that. It hurts in the good way, right? In the caps. This is how you finish your shoulders off and not be able to wash your hair for the rest of the day. In 3, 2, 1, and you just do this. That's all you gotta do. Finish this off with biceps today. Full curl. Bicep curl. You're gonna need some lighter dumbbells for this one again. You're really starting to get a sense of this, right? For this one, elbows are pinned into the side of your body. From the shoulder to the elbow, you can't bring your elbow away from your body. Full curl. Knuckles out, lifting up, and then right back down. I want you to go that full extension, so you're not staying mid-range or pulsing. Full extension means we're gonna release everything down, so you get a nice long bicep head, and then you curl up, and right back down. My arms are shaking. Are your arms shaking a little bit? Yeah, I mean, it's working, right? That's the good thing. I even got a little bit of sweat coming down in an upper body workout. Who knew? Here we go. This is the last block, by the way, so let's make this work. In 3, 2, 1. Curl up, back down. Full release. Here's what I see all the time, and I'm going to tell you, I don't want to see you do it. You know better than this, and I'm going to teach you better than this. Is your elbows are pinned into your body. So I normally see a lot where people bring their elbows away from their body and the dumbbells come all the way up to their shoulders. You don't get to do that. There's none of this where you're rotating up and you're bringing your arms up. I just want to see full curl and then right back down. So the height is where you stop before your elbows come away from your body. Okay? Lift it up, and right back down. I have 15-pound dumbbells. That's it. And I'm telling you, for 3 minutes, they get heavy. So don't get all dejected if you have light weights, because right now, you should be feeling it. Finish this in 3, 2, 1. Set that down. Best stretch after a bicep. Drop set. Ain't no shame in drop setting. Here we go. Round 2. Set your feet. You obviously can kickstand if you need to. In 3, 2, 1. Lift up. Back down. Seemingly simple, isn't it? You're like, wait a minute. We're only doing 4 moves today? Mm-hmm. Yep. But then when you do it, and you keep doing it, and you get to the point where you're like, that's hard. I can't do it anymore. Okay. Then you grab the lighter dumbbell. Is it still easier? Mm-hmm. It's because your body is fatigued, your muscles are fatigued. This is exactly what I want to happen over the next 8 weeks. I want you to get to the point where you are drop setting pretty much every single set. Because by the end of it, that means your muscles are completely exhausted. And that is how your muscles build. They come back stronger because they know you're going to push them again. Joel is going to make your body work the next day, day after day after day after day. That's my job, is to work it, okay? Let's go. Finish this in 3, 2, 1. Set it down. You got 1 more to go and a burnout. All right, so we'll stretch. Open it up. We're good to go. You feel your arms getting bigger, right? I should say getting stronger. You don't necessarily feel a little stronger. Let's get stronger. Last one. Ready, set, go. Throw it up. Right back down. And if you have to drop set more than once, nothing wrong with that either. All you gotta do is walk over or bend over and pick up your dumbbells and then go right into it. Again, this is a good thing, is you get to that point where even at the end, I got 10 pounds. 10-pound dumbbells. And they feel like 40-pound dumbbells in each hand. That's good. That's what I want, and that's what I want you to feel, is those heavier weights, or the lighter weights feel heavier. That's what I want every single time. Lift up and down. And if you're doing that, man, you're going to get it right. Straight lift. Come on, this is the last set. So there should be really nothing left in the biceps for the curls. Lift it up. Right back down. You got this. Woo. Oh, yeah. Biceps are burning. In 3, 2, 1. To finish this off, grab your loop. Probably still the hammer. I want you to go to the hammer curl setup. The hammer curl is your hands are out just like you would hold on to a dumbbell. And we're going to stay hammer curl pulses. In 3, 2, 1. Pulse up and down. Push your elbows in towards your sides and then try to create that extension in the loop, right? That tension in the loop right here, you can feel the difference. And then you finish the arms off right here. Little pulses, no bottom, no top. How's that feel? All biceps. All biceps, right there. Stay in it. 45 seconds feels like a lifetime when you're burning out, because you really don't have much left. Now, your elbows are going to want to pull away from your body. Don't let it. Keep them squeezed in to finish. You got less than 10 seconds. Come on, you got this. In 3, 2, 1. And then what do you do with the loop? You gotta do that. All right, nicely done. How'd you do? Did pretty good? Did pretty good. Finish this off. We finished with biceps, so let's get the stretch to finish. Ooh, how? I was gonna say how and how at the same time. That feels great. So now you've gone through 2. You've gone through 2 workouts. You got a lower and an upper body workout out of the way. So now you got a pretty good sense of what to expect, right? So bring your shoulder across, and then as you feel that stretch, keep your head down on your side. Not put your shoulder down so it's not up by your ear. Bring it down. As I say, we've gone through 2 exercises, or 2 full exercise days. You should now have an idea what to expect. All right, that's how your lower body is going to go. That's how your upper bodies are going to go. And then you can bring your arm forward, chicken in. And we're going to change the format around. So you did super burnout yesterday, you did burnout today. Now I'm going to flip-flop that, right? Flip-flop that. So then, keep a little bit of variety. I'm going to keep progressing you in your exercise. I'm going to keep progressing you in your formats. And then, just to finish everything off, I got a surprise for you tomorrow. So, you did really good. So, take the time to stretch, recover, be ready to come back for day 3.
All right.
Because it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
All right. Hello. So we are about to start our 25-minute speed training, week 1, day 3, core cardio. 44-year-old dad trying to get back in shape, look good, feel good, all that good stuff. Go ahead and subscribe, follow along, and let's get the workout going. Got my mats. Doesn't say we need a mat, but there's dumbbells.
Welcome to your week 1, day 3 workout. Now, this is called core cardio. It's going to be a little bit of different of everything than you probably were expecting from a program like this. But I'm excited to take you through this. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is not easy. It's not made to be easy. None of these workouts are made to be easy. But I'm going to take you through everything. I'm going to help you progress every single step of the way. Okay, so you don't need any loops today. You just need a light dumbbell. You don't need it yet. We're going to get into the warm-up. We're going to take a few minutes to get warmed up. So all I want you to do is go straight into an inchworm where you go ahead and push your butt back, feel the stretch into the hamstrings, walk your hands out into a high plank, and then walk right back. You can bend your knees to start, especially as we're getting loosened up, right? I don't know about you, but I still kind of feel that first lower body workout of day 1. That was a good one. All right, so bend your knees as much as you need to. And this time, I want you to walk out, stay in the high plank, and then think about bringing one leg up towards your hand, as far as you can go. Give yourself strength. If you need to bend your back knee down to the floor, that's fine. But I want you then to bring your arm up, your elbow towards the sky, and give me some twists. This is going to help lengthen everything out. Get a little heat into the spinal area. That's nice. Few twists, last one, and then bring your hand back down to the plank. Push back, other leg, other side, knee down or up, whatever you need to, and give me some twists. Today's workout is very, very quick. Quick transitions, last one, and then go ahead and stay in the plank, push back, bring your feet out wide, push back into a frog position, and then come forward again. A few times here, so you got used to the 1 minute of movements, right? Now we're going back down to 45 seconds. Doesn't mean it's easy. Bring your hands down, your knees down into a cat-cow, arch your back up, stretch, and then flatten out into a cow, and we gotta get to work. All right, so your first block of work, you got 2 exercises, 2%. We're gonna do them back to back. First exercise is called the twisted mountain climber. You've probably seen some sort of iteration before on this one. I want your hands right up underneath your shoulders, high plank, and you're gonna bring your knee to your opposite elbow. And I want you to think about twisting the hips, but keeping your back flat. You're gonna set a pace on that one, and it's gonna be your own pace, but we'll work for that. Second exercise, you need a light weight, and you're gonna do what's called a kneeling chop. So you kneel down, holding on to the dumbbell, nice firm grip on either side of the bell. The leg is forward, you bring the dumbbell to the side. You're going to lift up, feel the length in your core, and then dropping down, really squeezing into your obliques, all right? So, first things first, we gotta do some twisted mountain climbers. So, hands underneath, I want you to lock in the core, suck the belly in. We're working in 3, 2, and let's go. Start to twist. You've probably done some sort of mountain climber before. A couple things I want you to think about. Hands right up underneath your shoulders, that's the plank position. And then, I want you to have speed that you can stick with the entire time without letting your hips drop or anything else move. Now you'll feel the hips turn, that's fine, but you'll see the back. And this allows you, and this is just really think about the easiest of moves as we go through this. So I'm not going for high intensity, I want to go for a steady state movement for the full 45 seconds. Alright, you're only 10 seconds left and you're almost done with this one. Feel good on that. Nice. In 3, 2, stay down, grab your weight, take one leg forward. Now get set balance first. Grab the dumbbell, hold on to the outside of the bell, firm grip, bring it to the side. We're gonna chop up and down in 3, 2, 1. Lift up and down. Here's the deal. It's not an upper body move. In terms of your shoulders, they're not doing the work. What you're doing is you're lifting the dumbbell up, where it doesn't have to be very heavy. It's not a heavy bell, but I want you to think about, as you're coming down, it's the obliques, right? You're feeling the squeeze down with the weight, because the weight is bringing you downward, and you feel that squeeze into your obliques. And what you do is you keep your elbows bent to lift them up, right back down. The more you do this, the more natural it's gonna feel, but again, you don't need a lot of weight to feel it. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Set that down, right back down into your twisted mountain climber. Hands underneath the shoulders, give me that flat plank lift. Get ready to go. In 3, 2, 1. Set the twist. Modification on this one, as you go through planks, there's going to be a lot of planks we're doing today and in the core cardio moves. So anytime you need to, this is a great spot to hang out, to reset on your knees, but you'll still see flat back. I'm really sucking in my belly, right? Drawing my belly button in towards my spine, so everything stays nice and tight in the front. And anytime you're ready to come up, then I want you to go slow. As many times as you can, and if you need to, you drop right back down, okay? Otherwise, you start to keep that pace, less than 10 seconds. That steady pace is gonna work. In 3, 2, 1. Make sure you switch sides for the kneeling chop. Switch your feet. See, that's why I said, so I do it too. Grab your weight, get set, hold on to the bell, working in 3, 2, 1. Lift up, and then chop down. The lift part should be easy, right? The chop, again, where you should be feeling it is into the obliques. What you'll find, as you're chopping, your lower body wants to move around a little bit. That's okay if you have a little bit of a shift, because you're bringing it down to the side. If there's that slight shift, I want you to focus again on the obliques, right here. Your obliques are right there in the side of your core. On the side of your body, so bring it down, lift up, and that length, as you lengthen them out, you'll be able to feel them more and more. Nice. 5 left. In 3, 2, 1. Good job. Keep this close by, because we're gonna go by pretty quick through all these different movements. So we're going into the plank knee to elbow. So plank knee to elbow. Back into your high plank. Now we're bringing our knee towards the same elbow on the outside. Bring it up, outside to the other way. Then you're gonna roll over onto your back. Hands come up underneath your butt to support your back. And then I want you to give me some little flutter kicks, starting out at the top. We can go head down to start, and then we'll start to progress that as we go. So, back to your high plank, so right back into it. I told you this was very quick. You know I'm not going to lie to you about this, all right? So let's get ready for it. In the plank in 3, 2, 1. Elbow. And other side. Option right here. Right back down to your knees. Where I told you. And even if you're on your knee, you can still make sure this move works for you by bringing your knee up. Doesn't mean it has to actually touch. But just bringing it up. You gotta do this without opening up and turning your entire lower body around. You stay straight, lift up, and down. You come up into the high plank and roll. Otherwise, you drop right back down and go. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Turn it around. I'm just turning so you can see me easier. But here's what I want you to do is bring this down right here, up underneath your butt. Head flat, extend your legs up. We're going little flutters in 3, 2, go. Little flutters. What this means is you're not locking your knees out. You always have your knees slightly bent whenever you lock out a joint. But then I want you to think about your leg movement is going up and down, right? The higher your legs are, the more pressure that takes off, right? You're not going down. Gravity's not pulling you down. If you want a little bit more, you can bring them a little bit lower. And you are going to progress to this as we go, where you can tuck your chin and come up into a crunch. Right now, I want you to focus on just having the legs up. If that's too much, I want you to look at this option. Heel taps. Reverse heel taps. Legs are 90 degrees. This is going to be your safety spot to come back to anytime you need to. 3, 2, 1. Don't ever think that's easier, Ron. Don't think that if you have to drop down, that you're failing on this. You're not. We're just progressing, okay? So right back into it. High plank. We're going to get used to this transition moves. You're in all this quick transition. Ready, set, go. The more you get used to this, the more you do it. It's going to feel natural. Just remember, if you're weak, you have something, especially a new format, it might feel weird. The moves themselves, formatting, the programming, feel a little odd. So if you look at this, you're like, man, he just doesn't stop, or it's too fast, it's too quick. It's not. You just understand. Drop into whatever option you need to. Keep moving. Even if you're just holding the high line. I would have done the high point where you live. That's what I want, is for you to keep doing something. You got 3, 2, and down. Just roll over. Your flutter. Get yourself set. You got those 10 seconds basically. It takes you 5 to get set. You got 10 seconds to make sure you're ready to go. So we're ready, and we are working. Ready, set, go. Little flutters. People have options on this, right? Sometimes people have personal preference where they like to point their toes and do flutters. I, personally, like to flex my feet. And then I really try to like shuffle my feet on the ceiling. What that does is it gets that sort of flex into your legs as well. And if you feel that into your spine, right, and that starts to hurt, you lower back. This is where you live, right here, in the reverse heel tap. And I don't want you to kick your legs like this. I want you to actually bend your knees, and then you're actually moving through the core and the hips right here. Okay, you get the arms done in 3, 2, 1. Nice. You're basically halfway done. Almost halfway. We go into a low plank. Low plank circles. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Back is flat. We're going to circle our upper body around to one side, and then we bring it to the other side. Second exercise. Grab your bell, and then I want you to be on your knees, facing the front. Bring it to one side, and then you're going to come up, bring it around, lengthen your core out. You're really stretching your abdominal wall out as you lengthen up, and then right back down. Think of the chop, but we're going to lengthen out a little bit more. Come on down, get ready for your circle. Working in 3, 2, 1. Circle it around, and then right back. You can be on your knees as you come around, or you can just push your body weight if you need to. You have lots of options here. Okay? It's not about your reps, it's about the time. 45 seconds doesn't necessarily sound like a lot of time, but it is when you're holding these positions. Right? So really think about the movement. Make sure you have your weight set right up underneath. Nice. How you feel? You feeling strong? Are you starting to sweat a little bit? 3, 2, 1. Grab your dumbbell onto the knees. Grab your bell. Those 15-second quick transitions, less break. We're bringing the heart rate up. That's exactly why we call it cardio. Get ready. Neil and Rainbow, ready, set, go. Lift it up and around. And I want you to really think about, again, not a heavy dumbbell here, just enough to feel the weight as it starts to come down. You feel the squeeze in the obliques right there. But when you lift right here, with sweat mad, I want you to lift up and think about your abdominal wall. That's the middle part, right down the middle. Is you lengthen as high as it can go. So you lengthen, and then you feel that punch. I don't know about you, but I'm sweating. And I'm breathing heavy. A little breathless. That's how you know this is working. Less than 10 seconds. Stick with it. 3 left. 2. And 1. Nice. Set it down. Get the sweat out of your eye if you can. Let's get ready into your plank circles again. Next time I'll have a towel ready. I should have.
I didn't wear my
Ready?
beanie today.
Go.
Headband or anything.
So when we create a circle, it can be a challenge, right? Shoulder mobility. But that's what I want you to do is we call it a circle because you bring your body around. If the circle is too much, if you're like that, that's not happening. Then you can go forward and back. Just a little rock. If you're on your knees. But as you fatigue, this is what's going to happen. Your hips are going to start to drop down, and your pelvis is going to hit the ground. And you pull that out of the floor. Not pushing over here. Remember, keeping everything tight. That's the option. So just hold play. As you start to feel the strength you keep going. Time's up in 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. All kinds of fun things happening. Right? I bet you thought you were just going to do an upper body or lower body workout today. Nope. Doing a full body. Let's go. Lift it up. And back down. I always want you to start lighter, especially in the first week. I'm going to give you a little bit of break so you don't have to lift as heavy. I'm going to let you slide a little bit this first week because you're going to get something out of it. That's the great thing about time and attention. You're always getting something. But as we progress, and then you understand the movements, the timing, and everything I expect, I'm going to make you go up. I'm going to push you even more. Drop down, lift it up. Nice. Almost done. And 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right. So hold on to the dumbbell. Coming onto our back to start for this one. This one is fun. It's one of my favorite core moves. One heel down. With the heel down, I want the weight in that hand. You're going to bring the opposite leg up, arm down. Crunch up and try to reach the dumbbell towards your foot. And then you're going to extend out and bring it up. This is a light weight because you're bringing weight above your head. Then we're going to quickly roll over. We're going to finish. You knew there was something. You knew it was coming. Plank jack. Quick movement. I don't want you to bounce or hop. I want you to bring your feet out really quickly, and that's going to spike the heart rate. But first, grab your bell, get your foot set, crunch, and let's go. Bring it up, and then. Because you are bringing the dumbbell overhead, I want you to have a light weight so you don't feel any pressure in your shoulder, especially because you just did upper body yesterday. So right now, this is what's important, is the extension. Bring the leg down as hard as you can. You see the dumbbell's not going all the way. Hand is flat, that's balancing, and then I want you to crunch up. That's the most important part right there, is crunch. Lengthen, and crunch. Inhale as you come down. Exhale as you come up. Nice, you should feel that, right? Nice, 5 seconds left. Ready? And time. Bend your elbow, bring it down, roll over, get that away. Here's your plank jacks. Plank jacks, I see so many times people bouncing all over the place. You guys, no bouncing, no booty bouncing, no twerking on this one. Get ready, get set, and go. Just a little bit of movement. If you cannot actually get that middle of the hop, here's where you stay. Right here, modification. It's a toe tap. So, if you also, because we have been in plank for a while, if you're down, dropping to your knees, you're holding that high plank. Here's what I want you to do. Hold the high plank, or hold the low plank, excuse me. Then you're tuck your toes, come up, tap, tap, yeah. So, the option is to now just watch. I want you to do it. Now less than 10. Stay with it. A little spike in the heart. We've been doing that like that. And roll it over. Grab the belt. Make sure you switch sides. Other side, heel down, leg up, anchor your body, extend the arm up, go into your crunch. So that's your starting point and your end point. Ready, set, go. Open up. Right here. Yeah, I don't care how far your arm goes back. Go back as far as comfortable and as far as safe. You can hurt yourself if you go too far with too much weight. So go slow, controlled movement. Focus on the ground, feel it right here. And back down. Nice. Back down. Yes. I don't know about you, but the more you're starting to crunch, you start to feel a little shaky in your core, like, ah! That's where it feels it. That's how you know you're working it. Not bad. Here. 3, 2, 1. Finish it off with plank jacks. Finish this block. Put your hands, raise the shoulders again. Try to push backwards. That's a different move. We're doing that later, but right now I want your hands stacked underneath the shoulders. Ready, set, go. Quick little movement. Now what you think about, it's not your upper body, or it's not your booty that's bouncing or moving. It's your legs that are doing the work. You're just doing a quick movement like this. Oh. And then you start to go quicker. All right. Right? And then that's your upper body. Very stationary. Yeah. So if you have this sort of booty bounce, it's natural booty bounce, and that's okay. But I want you to hold it otherwise. Drop down, come up, tap, tap, drop back down, okay? Or just hold the plank, slow tap. Remember this is supposed to be challenging. 2, 1, speaking of challenge, we're going to do a little bit of burnout. And you wipe the sweat from your eye. We're going to take 4 of the exercises that you've done. Twisted mountain climber. We're going to do flutter kicks, low plank circles, and plank jacks. So no weight, just your body weight to finish this off. You knew I was going to do something, right? You were like, that's way too easy. So, 45 seconds each move, just like the super burnout, right? 45 seconds each move, we just don't have any loops. But I want you to try to maintain constant movement through this entire time, okay? So, we ready? You ready? Okay, I want you to go into a nice tempo. So let's get ready into Twisted Mountain. 3, 2, go. So think about the steady pace, tempo pace. Knee, 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 knee. Whatever that is. And try not to move your head to the pace. To the tempo. But if you're even going slow, you find a tempo that works for you, that you can keep going the entire time. But make sure you're twisting. Give me that twisting movement. Side, side. And if you're able to, you speed it up. Boom, 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 boom. Now, there's the switch on the floor. 10 seconds left. We're going to switch over. Flutter kicks, get ready. In 3, 2, 1, roll over. Go right into it. Head down. That's as fast as you should be in your transition. I know it's pretty quick, but again, the more you do it, the better it's going to get. At this point, again, it's a burnout, right? You're supposed to be fatigued. You're supposed to be getting to the point where you need modification. If you can still go as hard as you did in the beginning, right now, I need you to do a little bit more next time, okay? That's how you can gauge yourself and say, I can get more of this. Flutter kicks or heel taps. Just keep working. Keep feeling it less than 10 seconds. Going back over into heel planks. Going back over into plank circles. 3, 2, 1. Quickly, roll over, right into it. Should only take you less than a second. Only. Quick transition. As you're getting fatigued again, this is your home. Planks, still good for you. It's not just working your core. Two things, obviously, but you can all the way around 360 degrees. So right here, when we go planks, we're working into stabilizer muscles. Global stabilizers all the way up and down the spine. Even the lower back issues where you feel good. I have them too. And this is how I really stay strong in my movement. Nice. You ready to come up into your high plank? Plank to finish. 3, 2, 1. Walk up. Get set. And let's jack. Okay. 25 seconds. Finish. You got this. You're working. It's been quick. Toe tap if you need to. Also, how your shoulders feel right now? Shaky? Everything should be shaky. Everything should be fatigued right now. You don't know a lot of butt. So if you're set, your butt is on the air. You're not dropping down. Remember your option. Knees are down. right, take your hands out, push back into a child's pose, let your head drop, and then I want you to reach your fingertips away, push your butt down towards your heels, and really try to spread and walk your hand away from your upper body. Lengthen everything out. Whew. Take one arm up and through, stretch your shoulder. And I also know I was kind of evil. I get it. Planks after an upper body day. It's mean. And you're going to call me a lot of names for this. And I hope you do. I do. I hope you call me all sorts of colorful names and use those colorful words. Because if you're calling me those colorful words, that means I'm doing my job. It means I'm working. So go ahead. Come on to your butt. Take one leg out. Take the other leg across. Give me a little twist. Lift your chest as much as you can. Reach across. Now remember, you didn't push play because you want something easy. You push play because you want a challenge. And you said, all right, let's go for it. So I'm going to oblige you every single day is to push you through it. Whew. Nice. Good job. And then go ahead. Take your feet out. I'm going to go ahead and lay down and just stay right here until the next workout. So you did it. You did a great job. And I will see you tomorrow. And this time I'll pick up some weights.
All right.
I'm just taking it. I'll see you. I'll see you for the next one.
All right.
Or you just stay right here.
Hello. All right, we are starting our day 4, 25-minute speed train. We got lower body today. If you don't know, my name's Kevin, 44, trying to get back in shape. I got super big for a little while, now breaking it back down. Please follow along now, subscribe now, check it out. I'm gonna do speed train, 25-minute speed train with Joel Freeman. So P90X Generation X is done, Dig In's done, a couple other like samples. Now we're here, so let's get it.
All right, we are into week 1, day 4. This is your second lower body workout of the week. We started off the week with it, and now you're gonna just keep rolling with this. But what you're gonna need for this one, you're gonna actually need some heavier weights today. So have the heavier weights standing by. I'll tell you a little bit more about that once we get going. You're also gonna need your loops. Just walk over here and grab them so I have them. And I personally like to have all 3 of them close by. Just depends on how you feel, right? So let's get into the warm-up. Take your feet nice and wide, toes out, and just go ahead and shift your body weight to one side, rock it back and forth. We're gonna go into some movements today. Some you've done before, maybe not. Maybe we haven't done some of these. I'm gonna take you through all of these. If you remember, we did this with the upper body.
Hamstrings are like super tight always. Feels like.
Then we go to burnout. So you got 4 blocks of work. Last one. And then go ahead and take your feet in. Step one foot back. Heel comes down as your toe comes up. And I want you just to reach out towards your toes and tap the other side of your shoe if you can. This is a nice little hamstring, dynamic hamstring movement to get warmed up, which probably means there's some sort of deadlift in here today. You know, gotta work the backside. That's what we want to do. So we'll think about getting the stretch out and back. One more each side, please. And then we're gonna go into some soccer kick leg swings. So set one foot and then bring your leg back and just start to swing. Your arms can move for balance. Just getting everything lubed up, warmed up, heated up, because it's gonna get warm very quickly as you go into this. All right, and switch sides and back. The nice thing about the burnout format, which I like, is it allows you to really get into each move, right? Because you're repeating 3 times.
I don't know why I can't.
So this allows you
Hit
to
my
get
balance
the feel
here.
for the weight. As in, did you pick enough weights? And whoop, that's it. All right, here we go. First move, we're gonna go into a goblet squat. I'm gonna grab a 30-pound dumbbell. That's what I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna walk you through the move itself. Goblet, sumo, squat. We've done front load, that's what you do on day 1. As we go into the goblet, this is what it looks like. Your feet are wider, outside your shoulders, almost awkwardly wide. And this is why I say that, because a lot of times I see people go into a goblet and their knees are flaring out and their feet are inside. I want you to go wide enough to where you feel comfortable as the weight is up into the chest, just like a front load movement, down, and then right back up. That goes into the inner thighs, the quads, the glutes, the hamstrings, pretty much everything. So you're gonna do this for 60 seconds. So choose your weight accordingly, all right? And you're gonna do it 3 times. That's that volume training that we just keep going into. All right, so get your feet set first. Grab your dumbbell, bend your knees, get the dumbbell secured up against the chest, and we're off and running. Ready, set, go. Drop down, right back up. Think about what we're doing here. Your knees are in line with your toes and they're not flaring forward. What that means is you should be able to drop your butt down straight towards the floor, and then you squeeze as you lift up to the top. Down, right back up. If you have front-loaded movement, which means the dumbbells to the front, we want to really think about not trying to drop the chest forward. You think about dropping straight down and squeezing and pushing through your heels as you come up to the top. And you'll feel that, right? Inside of your thighs and at the very top, if you squeeze your butt, your booty feels it too. Everything feels it as you drop down. Down, right back up. Good. And again, I know sometimes it feels a little awkward with your feet so wide, but the more you do it, the more natural it's gonna feel. Good. Coming up on the end of the first minute in 3, 2, 1. Set that down. Quick shake. Remember, it's only a 15-second break, so you don't have very long. But ask yourself, was that the right weight? Did it feel heavy enough? Pick it up. Right back to work. Ready, set, go. 15 seconds goes by really fast, doesn't it? I know. Remember, that's how we keep your heart rate elevated going through this. And I know, look, you just came out of a pretty good workout yesterday with that core cardio. I know, huh? But we go right back to work into the lower body. So focus on this and think about, is this enough weight? Is this challenging you? 60 seconds is a long time. We're building the volume into the muscle, right? But if you finish the 60 seconds and you don't feel like you need a break, you could probably go just a little bit heavier, just a little bit. Even if it's just 5 pounds, it makes a difference. I've got a 30-pound dumbbell. I feel it right now. Down, back up. Those minimal breaks. Heart rate comes up quick. I'm already starting to feel a little breathless as I go through this movement. Keeping the chest lifted, dropping down. Nice. You've got 5 left. In 3, 2, 1. Set it down. As you get into the third set, ask yourself, was that enough? Can you go heavier? If you can, awesome. If you can't, that's even awesomer. Stick with the weight. We're finishing the block off with the set in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Bring it down. Right back up. A good gauge of a good sumo squat is the more you do it, you feel like your shorts are getting shorter. Because they're starting to run up a little bit because your legs are getting so buff. And there's getting so much blood pumping into them. That's how I always feel. That's why I'm like, whew, I know I'm doing it right. But make sure, if you start to feel this in your knees, check your form. Always adjust. Take some time to adjust if you need to. So you're not pushing your knee forward into the movement. You're sinking right down into the heels. And right back up to the top. Nice. Down. Right back up. You're doing great. Make sure your core stays locked in. Support the lower back. Make your lower body, make your legs do all the work right now. That's what I want. You got 10 seconds left. Down. Right back up. Good. Good. You're done in 3, 2, 1. Get the weight out of the way. Grab a loop. We'll go with the middle one today. Go with the green. Step into it quickly. Safely and quickly. Bring it around your thighs. Just like we did the first time. We're going to go alternate kickbacks. Ready, set, go. Told you, not a lot of time, so you got to be quick on these transitions. On the kickback, I want you to keep the chest lifted and try not to lean forward. The chest staying lifted means you were pushing back and working this thing, your booty. That's what we want, right? Legs and booty. Everyone's always asking me, how do I work my booty? This is it. This is one of the ways. Straight back, push through the heel, all the way towards the back of the room, okay? Only 45 seconds on the move of the burnout. So you gotta make this work for you. 10 seconds. Nice. Back and out. Got time for one more each side. In 3, 2, 1. Good job. Step it in. Take your minute. We're going to go into the next exercise. This one, you're going to want to lighten up your weight a little bit as we're going into a deadlift, but a little bit different. We're going into a single leg staggered deadlift. I'm going to do a 25. The single leg staggered deadlift, you hold the dumbbell in your front hand. It's the same foot that's forward. And then what I want you to do is make sure your hips stay square. Kickstand one foot where the weight is still set on the front. Dropping down into your deadlift. And then right back up. You're going to do one side for a minute. We're going to switch to the other side. And then we'll do 30-30 to finish off. All right, so really focus on a deadlift, bending your knees, sliding down, back stays lifted, or back stays flat, chest stays lifted, and feeling it all the way down the hamstring. So when you feel the stretch, you lift up and squeeze the booty. All right, so pick up the dumbbell. Let's go into this in 3, 2, 1. Bringing it down, then right back up. I love a single leg deadlift. It is probably one of my most favorite lower body moves, and here's why. Because I can really focus on going into the muscle on one leg. Sometimes with a double dumbbell deadlift like we did on day 1, I have to really focus on a lot more things, right? You have to focus on a lot of different stuff in terms of really making sure you're holding the weights in, because you got 2 weights dragging you down. Now you got 1. So you can really get into the hamstring.
It's kind of hard for me to get the right technique and form here to really feel it, but I think I just got it.
Just stay perfect form no matter what, and you'll feel that difference as you go through it. Down, back up, right? Especially if this is the first time you've ever done a single leg stagger, all of this is going to become very familiar. Time's up in 3, 2, 1. Set it down, shake it out, shake your legs out. And we always want to make sure we switch sides. I don't want one leg stronger than the other. At least you're going to walk in circles if that happens. It might be a little weird. Here we go, other side. Get set, get ready, and let's go. Drop down and back up. Your back leg, when we say staggered, I want you to think about it. If you were to lift the back leg, it would not change your deadlift. That's how you know you have your back leg set right. It's just a kickstand, which means all the weight is set into the front leg. All right, so I don't want the balance centered in between. I want all the weight set on the front leg, and you'll feel that difference if you're doing that. So again, you can always adjust as you need to. If you feel like you do a rep and you're like, this didn't feel right, take a second, reset, shift the body weight to the front, and then go into it. Use this time to get all of your form perfect and correct, especially in week 1, because I'm going to start progressing you. We're going to start messing with tempos. We start messing with all kinds of stuff in week 2. So be ready for it. Nail the basics. Good. 3, 2, 1, and back up. And don't ever think just because you're going basic means you're not getting the workout. You are. Back to the first side. Get set. We're going to go 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. In 3, 2, go. Drop down. Back up. Hamstring and glute. All day, every day. That's what you can feel when you do this movement. That's how it should feel. Down, back up. It's very easy as you're starting to fatigue, is to let your shoulder drop. Your upper body is going to round forward. I want you to keep that chest lifted, shoulder back. Get ready to switch. In 3, 2, 1. Quick switch, quick set, right into it. Those transitions are going to come so easy for you the more you do this. I've been doing this for a while, so the transitions are quick for me, and they'll get quick for you too. Okay, so I'm just taking you through it as we go. You're going to be professional in no time. You got it. Down, right back up. Good stretch. Finishing it in 3, 2, 1. Set that down. Get that out of the way. And I want you to go into what we did on day 1 with the deadlift. I'm going to go with the blue one. I'm feeling a little spicy with the blue loop. Step in, 45 seconds. Loop deadlift. Chest is up, feet a little bit wider. Ready, set, go. Drop down, and then come back up. If you did the green loop or the yellow loop on day 1, bring it down. You can go a little bit deeper into the deadlift and get a little bit more stretch in the hamstrings. And then you squeeze right to the top. Nice. Oh, you're almost there. Less than 10. Dropping down. Back up. Good. Finish this off in 3, 2. Step in, step out, and be ready to go for the next one. You're gonna lessen your weight even more. Lighten your weight even more. Got something fun for you coming up. I mean, fun. Sure, that's the word we're gonna use. I'm gonna use 15s on this one. You're gonna see why. We're gonna do what's called a negative lunge. You've heard of lunges? We're going negative lunges. I want you to step back, come all the way down to the floor, keeping your back toe tucked, but now we're gonna distribute the body weight right into the middle, right down the middle. Hands on the hips if you're not gonna use any weight at all, if you've never done this before, or hold on to your dumbbells, tuck your back toe, lift up into the lunge, come back down softly where your knee touches the ground. If you need to, put a towel or a mat underneath where your knee's gonna stay, if that's something that you need. But negative lunges, right side, left side, 30 seconds each side. We're getting rid of all your momentum when it comes to lunges. So come on down, get set, get ready. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lift up, back down, and hold for a split second. So you can also take the time, as I've said before, is adjust, right? So what you do on this one is you start where you think you should be. Keep going. Start where you think you should be. If you come up and you say, that's way too wide or way too narrow, I don't have any balance, then get your feet set where it works for you at the top, then come down, grab your weights, and come right back up. Way easier that way, right? There's always adjustments that you can make when it comes to your lunges. Come up and back down. If this is way too much for you in terms of your knees, then you can start at the top and just give me little top half lunge pulses at the top, okay? So it's up to you. I'll lift up and right back down. Nice. You should feel the difference when it comes to a negative lunge. You've got 3, 2, 1. Set the weights down, quick shake. Gonna go to the other side.
These are good. All right.
I know. That's why I did it. Just to throw you off a little bit. Change it up on you. Get your feet set. Other side, make sure you switch. Ready, set, go. Lift up and back down. Like I said, you might have to adjust. I tend to go into a longer stride. So what I mean is when I come down, I think that my foot should be further back. And then when I come up, I'm like, whoa, I need to adjust a little bit. So adjust at the top as you need to, then come back down, right back up. And you'll feel that difference, right? As you lift up and then right back down. But what's happening is you're keeping your legs loaded the entire time, right? Quads are loaded the whole time. Here comes the sweat. Starting to pour out. Down, right back up. Try to keep your chest lifted. And if it's okay if you bring your gaze to the floor, sometimes that's more comfortable. I'm not gonna say keep your head up the entire time, but I want you to make sure that you're focusing on your floor. Nice, you got this. In 3, 2, 1. Sit it down, come back. Shake it out. Run it out, whatever you need to. Those are brutal. 30 seconds each side. Get set. Come on down. Get ready. Chest lifted. 30 seconds on one side, then the other. Ready, set, go. Lift up. Back down. Third set. Sometimes you don't need weight, right? If you're going through this and you're just like, this is too much, then drop your weight. Put your hands on your hips. Adjust as you need to. And then come down. I'm gonna give you all of this. All the weeks, I'm just giving you modifications, mods to keep going. That's what the whole point of this is. Get ready to switch sides. Come up to the top, last one. Step in, step back, come down, go right back into it. Easy transitions on this one. Don't make it harder than it already is. Straight lift and down. Lift up, back down. Woo. This is a move, I'll be honest with you, it's not my favorite because it's hard, but I put it in here because it's hard, because it works. Really focusing on how to get the most out of your time. 3, 2, 1, set that down. Get them out of the way, no weight. Now we're gonna load it up and go into a static lunge pulse. Finish off the lunges today. Get your feet wide. Down, pulsing, stay in the middle. Ready, set, go. Pulse. Still working on the balance in the middle, right? Day one, we did a front loaded. Now I want you right in the middle, halfway. Little pulses here. Burn it out one side. We're gonna get ready to switch. Yeah, how do your legs feel right now? Get ready to switch in 3, 2, step in, step out, right back to work. Uh-huh. Yeah, are you sweating? Anybody sweating? I hope you're sweating, 'cause I am. It's not hot in this room. It's the workout. Keep working, less than 10. Load up to finish it. Nice. In 3, 2, 1. How does that feel?
Whew.
Good stuff. All right. Last block of work. Now you get to go heavier. This will be the heaviest weight, most likely that you do the entire first week. And most likely the entire program. We're going to do a bridge. So take the heavy weight, pop it close by, because we're going to need that. Yeah, I just have it close to you. We're going to take a weight. You're going to come down to the floor. Here's how you load it up. Bring the weight close to your hips. Push against your hips. Roll over. So now it is right up onto the hips, holding it. Feet, heels right in line with your knees. Back flat, shoulders down. You're going to push up into your bridge and then bringing it back down. Okay, wipe the sweat away out of your eyes. We're going 60 seconds, finishing off the booty. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Push up, hold on to the dumbbell, and then sit back down. What I want you to do when it comes to a bridge, you're going to be seeing bridges all throughout this program, is you focus on pushing the dumbbell up towards the ceiling. Now, I know it feels like the dumbbell wants to roll back towards your head. That's just because you're lifting your hips up. But I want you to hold it and focus on pushing the top of the bell towards the ceiling. So as you push, then at the top you have a split second hold. That's where you squeeze your booty and then right back down. You can adjust your feet as always as well, because the weight should be in your heels. If you feel like your toes are off the ground, you're probably pushing back too far. Or if you can't take weight out of your toes, adjust accordingly so you can lift up and right back down, pushing through the heels, hamstring and glutes again. Less than 10, up, back down. Nice. We got break coming up in 3, 2, and roll it off to the side. Now here's your break, because it's only 15 seconds. Just roll to the side, extend the legs out, flex your feet a little bit, do a little kick, like you're throwing a tantrum because you have to do it again. You do, roll it over, get set, get ready to go again, and let's go. Lift up, back down. I know it might sound weird to talk about your upper body right now, but so many times I see people shrugging their shoulders like this, and that makes you talk weird. I want you to relax your shoulders. Your shoulders are anchored into the floor, all right? I'm not trying to tuck your chin. Right now what's happening is from the waist down. You're lifting straight up, and then I want you to have that split second hold at the top, and then right back down. Nice. You can ask yourself, is this enough weight? A minute of movement, a minute of an exercise is a long time in the weight. So, if you're doing this and you're like, that wasn't so bad, what do you think you should do? Feel heavier. That's what you should do. Keep going. You got 10 seconds left. Lift up. And try not to let the hips drop too fast. You control it. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Kick it out. You got one more to go. Woo. Stretch it out.
All right.
Keep your hips staying lifted just as high as you did in the first set, okay? That's how you know you're getting fatigued. Losing the range. Ready, set, go. What I mean by that is if you are lifting your hips and they're only going partial range. This is a partial range right here. I'm lifting up and they're not going as high as they did. That means you need to lessen your weight. But right now, you still should be able to lift all the way up and then right back down. Split second, hold the top. And down. That's how you get that squeeze. Right down. Imagine there's a fire right here. And you gotta lift your butt up or it's gonna get burnt. So lift up and right back down. 30 seconds left. Come on. Work through and then back down. The muscles should be fatigued. This should be a challenge right now where there's really not much left in it. That's how you know you're getting the most out of it. And have every set and every exercise. Come on. Lift up. Less than 10. You got it. You got time for one more. 3, 2, 1. Go off to the other side. Get it out of the way. I don't need that anymore, but grab your loop. Move your legs up. Quick transition. Bring the loop around your thighs, just like we have there. You're going to go into a bridge. You're going to stay in the bridge, and you're going to go knee openers. Ready, set, go. Lift up. Stay lifted, and I want you to push your knees outward. Out, back in. But focus on keeping your glutes as high as possible. And you can see I'm working that flat line, right? Hands are down and trying to keep my hips lifted as high towards the ceiling as I can. This should be really challenging right now. You gotta focus, you gotta squeeze your butt with everything you got to lift it up. This is the last workout, by the way, the last exercise, the last set, the last move to finish off. So come on, finish it. Lift up, don't let your booty drop. Last 10, come on. Lift, open, close. Nice, you got this in 3, 2, and bring it down. Bring your legs in, get rid of the loop, and then just let that go somewhere over there. Don't care where it went. Stretch it out. Put your forward laying down on the floor. Ankle to the other leg. Oh. And you can stay here, or you can gently open up. How you feeling? That was fun. The second lower body workout of the week. And you should really, at this point, this is how you know you're going to be doing this program right. As you're getting towards the end of the week, you're really starting to feel it, right? Your body's fatiguing. And that's when it really comes into building that strength, building that endurance. Take one leg in, help yourself up. And we'll go into a little twist, one leg out, and then bring it around, twist it. Yes. Keep the chest lifted as much as possible. And then success. So, strength and endurance. I said it. I'm going to keep saying it. That's what we're building. As we go through it, we keep building the volume, keep working through it. And then we'll finish off. A little hamstring stretch. Take it back to old school. Reach for your toes. What you can do is if you start out with your back flat, go forward as much as you can. And then you can bend your knees a little bit and then go ahead and round your back. Now I'll let you round your back to finish off. Take the last second and roll up. All right. Turn around, cross your legs, and just stay here for a while. But the good news is you're done. You finish off day 4. You're just cruising through this. You're doing so good. I'm so proud of you. So keep this momentum going. I'll see you tomorrow. Right back to upper body. I might still be sitting here, but I'll be ready. Good job.
All right. Welcome, Ginger Adventure. We are on Ginger Adventure Fitness. There you go. And we're working on our 25-day, our 25-minute speed training. I always say 25-day. I don't know why. With Joe Freeman. So we're on week 1, day 5. Subscribe, follow along. Let me know any feedback you got. Appreciate it. This is upper body. I'm not sure what we're doing here.
Second upper body workout as you're starting to get the sense of how these things work. If you didn't look ahead of the schedule, you've got 2 lower body days and 2 upper body days just for your lifting pleasure, right? So we're gonna get into this. You're gonna need your dumbbells, you're gonna need your loop because we have these super burnouts. What you did in the very first day of this week is we do all the exercises, supersets, and then you get to, we save the burnout for the last. So that's always fun. But first, let's go ahead and get warmed up. So just start out with some arm openers, chest openers. Now let me ask you, how's your body feeling right now? You've gotten 4 workouts underneath your belt. You feeling sore? You feeling tight? You feeling fatigued at all? Hopefully a little bit of everything, but the nice thing about these as you starting to get the sense of it is that, give me some arm circles, is these workouts aren't made to destroy you. They're not made to annihilate you completely. They're made to work your your elbows on just above your knees. Arch your back into the cat position. Big arch, that should feel good. Right down the spine. And then flatten out into a cat-cow. Bring it up. We got a little yoga right off the mat today. Not too shabby. Last one. Arch up. And then take your arms back behind you. Push up. Pull your shoulders down. And lift the chest towards the sky. We are going to have so much fun today. But we don't have a lot of time to do it. So we got to get to work on this one now. Here is the way it works as a reminder with your super burnout. You have 2 exercises back to back. So your first 2 exercises, you're going to start on the floor. Push-ups. You don't need any weight for push-ups at all. You just need your body weight. And then you're going to go into a single arm row. The single arm row, I'll show you on the setup here, is you're going to kickstand your feet so you can bend down. You have that 45-degree angle, and your arm is out. Now, in terms of the row weight, is what I want you to focus on today. We did a rotating row the first time. Now we're doing a single arm, so you can go a little heavier as you lift up and then right back down. That's that single arm, right? You're gonna do push-ups, your supersetting, this is 20, it's not heavy enough for me. I'm gonna go heavier. See, I told you to go heavier. Where's the, let's see. I'm gonna go 30s. Today is what I'm gonna do. So if you want, you can go heavier too. Now on the push-ups, you're gonna start on the floor, and push-ups, not a beginner exercise, y'all. I know it's challenging. So at any point when we go through this, if you need to drop to your knees, that's fine. But here's your setup. I want your hands wider than you probably think they should be. That's a little wider outside your shoulders. So this allows you to drop down and then right back up. What I normally see people do is they bring their hands in. So let's get our hands out. Let's get to work. And we're working in 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Right back up. You were here for a full minute. 60 seconds of push-ups is a long time. So here's just some things I need you to think about. Knees or toes, no matter where you are, I want you to make sure that your chest is over in line with your hands. What does that look like? So many people do push-ups where their head is in line with their hands. And what that does is that puts so much pressure into your shoulders, your biceps, and all this part of your front deltoids. You bring your chest up just a little bit. You start to go into the push-ups. You'll feel it right in the chest, just like we talked about the chest press on day 2. So as you rep through this, you want to maintain constant movement, which means if you got 10 seconds left, if you drop to your knees, you still should be pushing up and down. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Come on back. Let's grab the weight. Get your feet set. What you always do is you have a stable platform to work from, right? So bend your knees, grab the dumbbell, hand on hip, tilt forward, lock in your core in 3, 2, 1. Lift up and down. I mentioned this when we were doing the rotating row, but this one I can show you even more. If you are lifting up and you can lift the dumbbell all the way up to your chest, it's not heavy enough. Flat back, make sure the weight is heavy to where you have to lift up and it stays really close to your waist, right? You know, close up to your hip and right back down. When you keep your chest lifted, you're not looking down at your toe. You're really thinking about, right from the side, that flat back movement, the flat back. So you're not letting your shoulder drop. When you're flat back, your chest is up, and then you're pulling straight up, right back down. And you really think about those bigger back muscles, right? That's what we want to work, those strong muscles. Less than 10. Up, back down. Good job. We got 3, 2, 1. Settle down. Push-ups.
Got the dogs in real quick.
60 seconds is a lot of push-ups. I've already mentioned that, but you gotta really think about it. Push your hands set. Switch your fingertips in 3, 2, 1. Back up. So many people ask me all the time, they're like, I can't do a push-up, but I'm just lifting weights. Well, you're not lifting as heavy weights as your body weights. Body weight exercises are challenging. You got all sorts of challenges.
All right, not sure what happened there. Workout went, or the camera went off.
You're going to start to use other muscles. Other muscles are going to want to help. Don't let it. You just stay right here. Lock in and think about working the back of the arm. We call it the horseshoe. There's 3 parts of your tricep. So when you really start to squeeze it, you'll feel that on the inside as well. And that creates that little cul-de-sac on the back of your arm. Not too shabby. As you're lifting, relax your shoulders and lift up. And I bet you were thinking in that first upper body workout, oh man, we forgot triceps. I didn't forget triceps. You just had to wait to do it now. Less than 10. Lift it up. Back down. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Back into your lat pull down to finish this off. You'll see both upper body workouts every week and both lower body workouts every week work together. So like we thought it through. Here we go. Get ready, get set, and go up. Hold down. Now I know your shoulders are probably a little tired. Your triceps are probably a little tired. That's okay. What I want you to focus on, even if you have to, when you bring your arms up, you can reduce the tension, release the tension as you bring it up, and then open up, bring back down. So you have an option right here. If your shoulders are just like, Joel, there's no way this is happening. This is what you can do right here. Bring it down, lift up, and bring it down. The most important thing I want right now is that downward movement and getting into the lats, right? Getting into your wings. So you bring it down, or if you want that challenge, try to keep your arms out the entire time. Either way is quite challenging. You got it. Almost done. Finish this off in 3, 2, 1. Hold on to your loop. Just hold on to it. Because we gotta go into your burnout. So 4 exercises on this one. You're gonna go into an extension on the shoulders. I want you to keep the loop around your wrists, bring your arms out, and you're gonna pulse. And just stay loaded up. Then I want you to go into a looped row. Tilt forward, you got that part down on the rows. Bring it out. Really think about focusing on squeezing the back. Then hold on to the loop, push it up against your chest, create the anchor point. Other hand, go back into your extension. You know how you did the extension on the tricep with the W kickback? Now you're just standing up, bringing it down, and then right back up. 45 seconds each move, no breaks by the way. Ready? Arms out. I want you to go through this. Remember, no transition time. So when I count you in, you gotta go right into it, okay? Let's finish the arms off, shall we? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pulse it. And here's your challenge. Do not let the loop go fully slack the entire time. This is the yellow loop. This is the easiest loop. And it's still challenging. You will find as you progress through the next 8 weeks that you will likely be able to go up. And if you can't, that's okay too, because what that means is that you are getting, by this point in the burnout, there's nothing left. And that's in the word, burn out. I want you to get to that point where at the end of every workout, when you get to a burnout, or at the end of every set, you can't do anymore. That's how you know you're getting the most out of this program. Get ready to roll into the row in 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, row, back down. Remember on this one too, because your shoulders I know are fatigued, you can bring it down, and now you can go full release in the loop, but lift up and squeeze really right into the back. I want you to think about pinching a pencil right between your shoulder blades as you lift up and then back down. Lift up and back down. Finish that off. Nice. How's your back feeling? Do not lose your form. Don't tuck the chin. Really keep your core in. You got less than 10 seconds, so we're going to anchor the loop into the chest in 3, 2, 1. Anchor and out. Anchors away. We can call it anchors away. How about that? Anchor away. I just thought of it. You could tell. I just thought of that. Bring it out and bring it back up. But I want you to think about elbow is out, right? Just like the W kickback. Anchor point, out, back in, but you should still be squeezing right there at that last moment, the full extension. Split second squeeze, right back down. Hold on to the loop. As long as the loop is secure, that's all I care about as you're bringing it out and back in. Never gonna forget about any muscle groups every week, I promise you. All the workouts work together. Get ready to switch in 3, 2, anchor it, And let's go, other side. Last one. Last chance to finish off this tricep. Bring it out and back in. Tricep, triceps. It's gonna be a debate forever. You got science says triceps, but then sometimes it feels weird when it comes to one arm. You got 3 parts of your tricep, right? That's why it means 3. Extend out, back in. When you get that extension, you're working all of it. Come on. This is how you look good in your t-shirts, how you look good in your tank tops. Filling them out, feeling stronger, feeling leaner less than 10 seconds. You got it. Nice. And you're done in 3, 2, 1. And what have you learned so far? Just slap it down. Bring your hands underneath. Give yourself a low 5. It's my favorite stretch. That's why I do it a lot. Because as you are going to go through this program, as you've already gone through, a lot of this program, you see it's a lot of dumbbells, right? It's grip strength. So you're really working grip strength, forearm, butt. Let's bring one arm up. And let's get a little lat stretch. Triceps, so lift your chest up. Bring it back as far as you can. And then lean off to the side. Big deep breath in. Other side. If you're doing this movement, it feels like a little harder because you got so much blood in your upper body because your muscles are pumped. That's a good thing. That's how we want it. Nice. Lovely. All right, shoulder stretch, bring it down. See a lot of shoulder stretches to where your shoulder, if you can touch your chin to your shoulder, I need you to bring it down. Bring it down low, work on shoulder mobility. You're gonna get that a lot, right? You already got a taste of it in core cardio. That fun, all that good shoulder stuff. Just going through everything, right? So you're finding out as you're finishing off day 5 that we get everything. We don't leave any stone unturned. We keep working the whole time. We don't have a lot of time to mess around here, right? Elbow runs to the thigh, so I want you to arch your back up. And then roll up. Roll your shoulders and take your hands behind your back. Push up and know that you've completed 5 days of 25-minute speed train. You are doing so good. You're cruising through this, and you've got one big challenge left to finish off the week. It's coming tomorrow. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And what I need you to do is get your rest, get your recovery, come right back into it so you know.
All right. So we are set. 25-minute speed train. Day 5. I already forgot what day I'm on. Day 6. Ginger Adventure Fitness. P90X Generation X down. Dig in down about 30 pounds. Now we are working on 25-minute speed training. Go ahead and subscribe, follow along. Let's see what we do. Dad bod to bad bod. Getting rid of all that extra weight. Trying to get back into the good old days. But let's get going.
Coming into day 6 of week 1, and this is called total body. So you can guess what you're gonna do today. Now look, I know that you have been working this week and you've been working really hard and you've been doing great. And this is all about building endurance. That's why we call it total body. So you're not gonna need any loops today. You are gonna use some dumbbells, not super heavy dumbbells, but let's go ahead and get into the warm up. What I want you to do is start with your feet set right underneath the hips. You're gonna step into a reverse lunge, and then I want you to just bend your knees and reach down to tap the ground. Alternating sides, so you start to get a little bit of a twisting movement. We wanna get a total body warm up for the total body workout. And again, I'm gonna tell you throughout this entire workout that I know you're tired, I know you're feeling that fatigue. And again, that's okay. We're gonna push through this together and start to really build that endurance. One more in each side, if you would please. And then I want you to start going into an inchworm. We're gonna change it up though on you. So tilt forward, drop down, walk your hands out into a high plank. But instead of your hands, I want you to walk your feet in, come up into a down dog, and then step back up into the high plank. Walk in. Oh, I should feel that. I was in love. The down dog right here. Did you feel it in your shoulder? on. And then I want you to walk your feet in, push back onto your heels, and we're going to what's called a catcher stance. Right? Baseball catchers, they go like that. But this one, I want you to sink down as much as you can and just kind of shift your body on your forward, side to side, getting everything warmed up. This could be a preview of this twisting movement. Oh, feels nice. This way.
All right.
Nice. One more each side. And then let's get going into this. So, your setup for your total body workout are going to be very similar to what you've done in core cardio.
Dog toys.
Supersets, 2 exercises. So what you need for this one, first exercise is a medium weight. I'm going to grab my 20-pound dumbbell. And we're going to go into a single arm squat to clean. So it's a dynamic movement. Putting 2 exercises together, you're going to take your feet wide, toes slightly pointed outward. That allows you to sink down into a squat to grab the dumbbell. You're going to lift up, and as you lift up into an upright row, you bring your elbow underneath so you have the weight steady on the shoulder, and then right back down. That's a single arm squat to clean, all right? 60 seconds, shall we do it? I'll take you into the next exercise right after this, so get ready, get set, and let's go. Single arm, squat to clean. And what you gotta do here is you gotta squat down. You drop your chest enough to grab the weight, but I don't want you to lean forward. I want your legs to do the work. Down and back. And I want you also to stop when the weight touches the floor. There's a split-second pause. What this should allow you to do is when you squat down, you're not leaning forward. Your chest isn't dropping down and your butt is high in the air. Bring your feet a little bit wider. It allows you to bring it down, right back up, and then down. All right, so you take your time, you make your legs get down into the movement, and then right back up. And then when that upright row happens, you're dropping your elbow underneath, and then right back into the movement. Less than 10 seconds, getting a nice full body movement. In 3, 2, 1. Quickly move the dumbbell out of the way. Second move, you did the catchers as a warm-up. Now we're going to a catcher into a plank. Bring your feet down, hands down to the floor, step back, and in. Let's try it. Ready, set, go. This is quick. I understand it. But here's what I want you to do. Think about a catcher in a baseball. Your hands are here. Hands down. I know your legs are going to start to burn when you do this, but when you have the option of walking back, or if you want a little bit more, your hands come down, kick back into a high plank, and come right back up. But here's the trick to doing this correctly, is you have to make sure your feet are wide enough. Otherwise, your heels are gonna come off the ground. And you can see, that's all it is. So here. Bring it back, bring it out, bring it back. Option here is to walk back, bring it up, reset. Your chest is gonna drop down naturally. Right here, and this is how it looks if you do it. It looks kind of ridiculous. So I want you to focus on doing it correctly. Thumbs up in 3, 2, 1. Good job. And if you do it right, your shorts get shorter. Okay, get set. Switch sides. Get ready into the single arm squat to clean. 3, 2, 1. Lift up, drop, reset. Lift up, drop, reset. Your legs are doing the work, but I want you also to think about them as shock absorbers. So when you lift the dumbbell up, you're not swinging it away from your body and stopping. I want you to lift up. Stay close to your body. Drop the elbow underneath, bend in your knees, and down. Lift up, and go right back down. Up, and down. Good. 30 seconds left. Take your time. I know sometimes when you go through these movements, right, this week, they're new. You haven't done them before, but that's why we're going to rep them out. As you can tell, we keep going. There's a lot of them for a long time. Lift it up, and right back. Make sure your feet are wide enough. That's going to help you. Nice. Break coming up. Transition. In. 3, 2,
All right, no cook.
1. Set it down, get it out of the way.
Go.
Come back into your catchers. Remember, get your feet wide and keep your feet wide the entire time. That's gonna make all the difference in the world, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. By the way, is your heart rate up yet? Those short breaks, quick transitions, it works. As you fatigue, what's gonna happen? You're gonna slow down, and you're gonna lift your butt up into the air, and you're gonna drop your chest, and this is what you're gonna look like. So make your legs, I don't care how slow you go for this, but I want you to think about it. I want you to think about it. Dropping down, staying loaded, the rest of this move. Halfway, okay? So take your time. If you need to, come out, walk, back, as much as possible. If you absolutely have to, you can come out and stop. Release the legs, come right back down when you're ready. Okay? 10 seconds left. Stay loaded. You got it. Nice. In 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Good job. Come on up. All right. Going into 2 dumbbells. You're going to go a lighter weight. We're going to compound some movements. So all I want you to do is go into a hammer curl into a narrow press. Hammer curl up, narrow press up. I talked about that already. Then bring it up to the top. You got military press as you come up to the top. So lighter weight. I've got 12.5 on that one. Go for the 60 seconds. And think about really keeping the elbows in as we go into it. All right. How you feeling? Good? Good. All right. Grab the bells. Let's get set. Feet right underneath the hips. 3, 2, 1. Curl up. Press. And down. Take your time here. No momentum. So again, 60 seconds. Just because you have 60 seconds doesn't mean you get to swing your body. No momentum. You're taking your time to curl. Now your elbows will leave your body, the sides of your body, right here, and that allows you to have a little bit of movement to curl it up into your press, but no swinging of your upper body. If you need to, what do? You kickstand 1 foot back, right? I was talking about split stance to lift up, back down, and release. Wonderful. Doing good. Your second exercise, just so you know, is coming down to the floor. So you're not gonna need any dumbbells. Quick transitions, less than 10 to lift up, back down, reset, 3, 2, 1. Set the dumbbells down, high plank. I want you to go into a leg lift, knee to elbow. High plank, leg lift, knee to elbow. Option is to hold the plank on your knees. All right, we've already talked about core cardio. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Leg lift, knee to elbow, lift, back down. Take your time. The reason we take our time is because nothing else should be moving. Back stays flat. You'll also see when I lift, even if I lift the knees, I'm still bringing it up. Then back down. Back down. When you lift, you're going to feel the lift up and into the obliques, right? That's what we're going for as the knee comes into the elbow. But try not to push your hips out or open the hips. You keep everything flat and square to the floor. So you lift it up, back down. Here comes the sweat. I felt it. It was coming. We really keep everything locked in the core. And I know planks can be hard right now. Your shoulders are probably fatigued. Your body's fatigued. So drop to your knees if you need to. In 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Back to your hammer curl. Doing great. You're hanging in there, right? So remember, in terms of weight, I don't care what weight you have right now. I just want you to keep the movement going the entire time. Remember, it's all about endurance today. Set your feet. Let's go. Curl it up. Press up. Back down. Curl it up. Press up. Back down. I talked about drop sets. This is what a drop set looks like. If you're doing it, you're like, that's just too much. I'm losing my form. All you do is you grab lighter weight and you keep going. There's nothing wrong with that. We've been working this week. I've been working, you've been working. So you take your weights. I got 10-pound dumbbells right now. These feel heavy. They do feel heavy. So stay with it. But again, no swinging, momentum. You'll feel that is if you're starting to swing, you're gonna feel that in your lower back. I don't want any of that on you. I want you just to set your feet, kickstand your foot if you need to, curl it, press it, back, down. Curl it, press it, back,
Sorry, Mike was like falling.
Less than 10 seconds left. Keep going. Lift up. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Get him out of the way. Come on down. I know. I'm asking you to do planks again. But here's what I want. Get the hands right underneath the shoulder. We talked about this a lot in core cardio. So do it right. Starting from the side. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let me see that. Knee in towards the elbow. Back down. When you bring your knee in, I don't need you to shift your body weight forward. That comes later, by the way. We're going to progress to that. Today, we're just working on the endurance of staying lifted in a plank, lifting up, knee towards your elbow. It doesn't actually have to bring it in. That's going to arch your back. That's going to curve your spine. I don't want any of that stuff. I just want a leg lift, bring it in, bring it out, and back down. No matter what you're doing right now, even if you're on a knee plank, you can still lift your leg, bring the knee in, and then back down. Otherwise, lift up, get the leg lift, and then bring it back down. Up, in, out, down. Get the leg lift, back in, less than 10. Lift it up. You got this. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Push back. Nicely done. Sweat's coming. All right.
Sweat's here.
Let's stick with a medium weight. I'm gonna do it. I'll do 20. No, I'll do 15. End of the week, right? You feel that? Here's your setup on this one. We're gonna do a static lunge into a row. So the dumbbell is on the side of the foot that's back. Static lunge. Tilt your body weight to the front leg. Give me 1 row. Come back. Static lunge into the row. All right? So really make sure that you get the long stride on this one that allows you to have your body weight going straight down, straight back up. Let's get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Lunge, set, and then row. You do one exercise before you get set into the next exercise. What that means is if I'm set into a lunge, I'm gonna do my lunge, tilt forward, reset, then I go into my row. Reset into the lunge. Then you get your row. Now, remember on your row, the weight should be heavy enough to where you can't bring it up to your shoulders. So you still have to use your back, the bigger muscles, even if you're using a lighter weight. Focus on bringing the elbow up and back. I know your legs are already feeling it as well. You're doing great. Down, and then lift. Keep going, keep going. Give me that lunge. Lunge, less than 10. And back. Down, reset. 3, 2, 1. Move it out of the way. Same leg, you're gonna step back into reverse lunge. Come back in to a calf raise. Reverse lunge, calf raise with the same leg that was just to the front. Good luck with this one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Step back, calf raise up, then reset into it. Now, it's week 1. You're tired. You're fatigued. And we're pushing through endurance. So here's your option. If you need to, is when you come up, instead of coming up into the leg lift with your leg up in the calf raise, I want you to do your lunge, tap your toe, give me the calf raise, then come back into your lunge. Tap your toe, calf raise, rear lunge. If you can, your arms will help with momentum and balance to come down, lift up, down, lift up. How does your front leg feel right now? Oh my goodness. Down, even if I just bring my leg in and tap, I'm still feeling all the legs, especially the front leg is loaded up and it's fatigued. You got this in 3, 2, 1. This is when you walk in a circle and try to shake it out. Let's go to the other side. Whew. That feels good to walk it out. Now get set, other side. Grab the dumbbell, ready, set, go. Lunge, set, row, back into it. Lunge, set, row. you'll see the dumbbell where the dumbbell stands. Sometimes we have the dumbbell off to the side when we do our lunge. What I want you to do here is have it to the front of the back leg. That also makes you step back a little further. So now you really have a nice long stride in your lunge. Tilt forward in a row. Reset. Lunge. Set. Row. Doing great. 30 seconds left. Get set into it. Lunge. Set. Row. Right? 15 pound dumbbell is what is in my hand right now. And you know what? I don't care what you say, it feels heavy. That is what endurance training does, is we keep going through it, right? And you've discovered that this week. That's what this program does, is it continues to push that strength and that endurance level that you have. Nice. Last one, last row. Good. Set it out, other way. Same leg goes forward, going into it again. Calf raise. Reverse lunge, calf raise. Get set. Get ready, get your arms up. And let's go. Lunge, calf raise. Take your time on the calf raise, because what's gonna happen is if you try to go too fast, you're gonna lose your balance. So set your foot, sink back into the lunge, tap your toe if you need to, give me the single leg calf raise, right? And then really think about your lunge. Chest is up, lunge into the calf raise, and if you're able to, from the top pinnacle of the calf, right? The calf raise is as you come back down, you're stepping back into your lunge. If you can't, that's fine. That's how you're gonna progress moving forward in this program. Because after this week, I got 7 more weeks. You're doing great. Down, right back up. Down, right back up. Come on. Just stay controlled in your movement. You're doing great. Woo. Less than 10, come on. Out, back up. Nice. Let's finish this in 3, 2, 1. Let's shake it out. All right. Round number 4. Good news is you don't need any weight. We're gonna come down to the floor. We're gonna finish off just a few push-ups. Nothing crazy, just a few. You're gonna do 1 push-up, then you go alternate leg lifts. Push-up, 2 leg lifts. 1 push-up, 2 leg lifts. Okay? What I want you to think about on this one is bringing your hands wide, just like I've already taught you in a push-up. Remember in upper body? I want you to get that push-up, push through, load the chest, you're loading shoulders and triceps, and then you give me that alternate leg lift to really lock in the core. You good? You with me? Let's come down. Let's get set. Working. 3, 2, 1. Push up. Lift. Lift. The leg lift creates so your core fires even more. And you use all the same muscles. We're using everything in the total body. If you come on here, drop down to your knees. Give me the push-up, or even if it's a micro push-up, that's fine. Push-up, lift, lift, reset, down, lift, lift. If you want to challenge yourself, you can go push up on your knees, and then come up to your toes, and give me the leg lift in a high plank. But I really want you to try to work through this to finish without taking any breaks. You got it. Then left leg lift. Less than 10. Push. And your muscles should shake you right now. 3, 2, 1. Come down to the floor. It's called a free fall. This is a fun move. Stomach down, heels together, knees out, arms out. Goalpost style. You're gonna lift your upper body and your lower body and then release. Let's try it. 3, 2, go. Lift up, back down. This is fun. This is a challenge. It's called free fall because imagine if you were a skydiver, right? You see them as they skydive, they like put their arms up and they put their legs up. So if this is too much, so you got lots of options. Listen, you can just lift your upper body, or you can just lift your lower body up the floor. But I want you to try to crane your head towards the screen. Don't try to hurt your neck. Just listen. Put your heels together and try to push the soles of your shoes towards the ceiling. Right, so lift, posterior, and then you're gonna lift your arms up. Don't crane your neck. And try to crane your head up. You're gonna feel that strain. This is just a lift and back down. And you're gonna have to lift very high for it to work. It really does work. As you lift, you're gonna sit 3 seconds left. 2, and push back. Nice. You've got 2 exercises left. 2 minutes left. We can do it. Push up this one away. Let's get reset. Push up, leg lift. You got this. Do it with me. Ready, set, go. Down, lift, lift. Really think about how much you have gone through this week already. You got flexibility tomorrow. You got recovery. That's going to help you feel better coming into week 2, but you got to finish this first. So push through it. If you've been holding anything back, if you weren't sure what was left, I'm telling you right now, don't hold anything back. Get the push-ups. Drop to your knees if you need to, but just keep doing push-ups forward. Get me the leg. Alright, you've done so far. So just keep going. Down. Make sure you're breathing. Are your muscles shaking a little? Are you feeling fatigue? Are you starting to push back and you're feeling the shoulders? Reset. Down. Up. Lift. Lift. You got less than 10 seconds left. Come on. Nice. Stay with it. 2, 1. Last move. Bring it down. Free fall to finish it. So bring your knees out. Heels together. Try to push your shoes towards the ceiling. Goal post arms. We're lifting up. 3, 2, go. Lift up and down. Little tiny movement. You wouldn't think it makes a big difference, but it really does. And when I talk about that, you want to think about just trying to lift your knees off the floor. Lift your thighs off the floor just a little bit. Even if it's a millimeter, you're going to feel that lift. And the more you squeeze your butt, that's going to help. And then use your posterior, your back. All the rear muscles are lifting up and then back down. And here you get to the point where if you can't lift both sides, both front and back, top and bottom, that's okay. You will get to that. So right now, just lift up, top, and then lift bottom. It can feel a little awkward if you've never done this before. It's okay, taking you out of your comfort zone. You're gonna get to this point where this is one of my favorite moves. It's gonna be one of yours. So I was really excited to put this in here. Lift up and back down. You got this. Finish up in 3. Last one. And down. Now, I'm not gonna put my head down right there because there's a lot of sweat. So push back into a child's pose. Heels to your bum. Knees out, and then reach your hands out. Fingertips out. Feel the stretch. Again, try and make yourself as long as possible. Reach your fingertips away and feel the length all the way down the spine. Should feel good. Release that. Take one arm through the other side. You can drop your chest down, shoulder stretch. What do you think about total body? Didn't expect that, did you? I like to keep you guessing. Other side. Bring it down. Big deep breath in. And then take your hands up underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, push back into a down dog. And then alternate your heels down, calf stretch. That should feel good. How's that work this week? Everybody got work this week. Bring it down. Take your time. Come halfway up to the point where you can bring your elbows onto your thighs. And then I want you to arch your back up into a calf. Feel that arch and that curve all the way down. Lengthen out the spine. And flatten your back. Push your butt. Lift your chest. One more. Lift up. Back down.
All right.
Roll it up. Put yourself together. You adjust everything.
Good
and
stuff.
That is it. You did so good on that. So
All
listen,
right.
that is week 1, day 6. Tomorrow you have the mobility, flexibility, but that is a recovery for you. So think about how much you've done in 6 days and only 25 minutes. It's going to keep getting better. Week 2, we start messing with tempos. We start really focusing on getting as much volume